Hey.
Hi.
So, this is the Monster Slayers Guild, and we are a uh, podcast of I'm a professional dungeon master, and these are all professional voice actors. And we're just basically going to play a weekly game of D&D, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
So first, we're all going to introduce ourselves. I am Lucky or Vincent, and my pronouns are he, him. Yes,
Hi.
Ren.
Hi. Yo, it's Omega. I play Ren in the show. I you can use whatever pronoun you want with me as long as it's not derogatory. I don't care. Marlo.
Wonderful. There we go. Yes, Marlo.
Hi, I'm Eddie. Pronouns she, her, today. Sometimes it's they, them, but I'll give an update when that happens. I'm playing Marlo Genasi Paladin. Excited.
Cool. Jack.
I am Jack. I am Imran, the gnome artificer. He him, and I'm a voice actor. And now apparently.
Wonderful. Right. Zed.
Hey, hello. I am Zed. Excellent. And I am also a voice actor. Don't know why I said it like that. He, him, and I am playing Cal Borobosan, the Asimar cleric and sorcerer.
Wonderful. And Laura.
And yeah, I am Lara. I will be playing Carl Antwerp, fighter and farmer supreme. And I'm trying to be a voice actor, but all of these people are a lot better than me. But we'll move past that.
Oh,
And she, her pronouns.
cool. All right. So, I guess let's jump.
Monsters.
Yeah, let's jump right in here. So our journey begins in this little area in this little city here. This is the city of Sanctuary, and it used to be the largest city in this region called the Drake Isles. It was a trade hub for the entire continent, extremely populous. But a few months ago, a cataclysmic event occurred, which resulted in the death of 99% of Sanctuary's population, the Dragon War. So the Dragon War was the result of a short-lived alliance between 5 chromatic dragons who lived in various parts of the Drake Isles. With their combined powers, they laid waste to Sanctuary and every other major city in the island chain. So a mysterious shielding crystal inside Care Sanctus, the imperial palace of Sanctuary, was able to kind of keep the city's keep safe, but the rest of the city was razed. The royal family and retainers of Sanctuary died bravely in battle against the dragons, and none of them remain. And less than 300 residents have survived this entire ordeal. You 5 are the most powerful warriors left. However, the narcissistic and vicious dragons alliance lasted only as long as their enemies did. They immediately fell to bickering and are now bitter foes with each other once again. They've laid claim to various regions of the Drake Isles, and they hold them with the help of their monstrous armies. The entire continent is basically in a post-apocalyptic state right now. It's like Mad Max. There's no law. There's no civilization. It's just totally wild. So for the months immediately following the Dragon War, which bring us to the present date, you and the rest of the people of Sanctuary have managed to kind of keep a low profile. As of now, Carl, Ren, and Cal are standing outside the half-destroyed walls of the city of Sanctuary, where you're helping a group of peasants harvest their wheat crops in an attempt to help the people get back on their feet. Please describe your character's physical appearance, introduce them, and mention what they're doing to help out the peasants. So we'll start with Ren.
Hi, Ren. I'm a halfling. I am currently under the watchful eye of somebody much larger than me, but I am currently ignoring him. my I'm actively working in the fields, casting druidcraft in order to help the crops grow a little bit quicker, and feeding whoever needs it. Ample source of good berries.
Wonderful. All right. So, yeah, as a druid, your efforts are greatly appreciated in the fields, and the good berries. The peasants really aren't kind of sure, but they eat these magical berries, and they're just like totally nourished by them. They're like, "Ooh, okay, they're a little suspicious of magic, but hey, when it works out, it works out. So yeah, Cal, what are you? Go ahead and introduce yourself and what you're
Oh,
doing.
so you folks see Cal Burrowbutton. He's about 6'2" tall. He's got this very fair skin, almost bluish in tint, bright grey, stormy eyes, with a long shock of red hair swept back. He's wearing this kind of armor of blues and greys, and he carries a spear on his back and a shield on his arm. He's got this boyish charm about him. He's handsome, but not. He doesn't care. He doesn't care how he looks, especially, since 99% of the population has been killed by dragons. So he is standing in the middle of a field, actually helping to try and re-sow the land with his parents, the Burrowbuttons, who are two halflings. He obviously not his biological parents. He is an Asimar, but they are the people that he has grown up with as his parents, and he is working with them to help them rebuild the land. He is basically digging up some of the soil and just getting involved on his hands and knees as a physical laborer, rather than doing anything with his magic or anything at this point. He is throwing out some guidances from Votan and helping out his comrades in their efforts, but for the most part, he is remaining totally physical labor. He's getting a bit dirty.
Wonderful. The peasants are all kind of bemused at the idea of a Azamar, like this celestial kin, just in there in the dirt with the rest of them, and they seem to greatly appreciate this and be impressed by it. Really, right now, kind of any help is great for the peasants because they've all had just like a horrible year. They're just downtrodden. Life is really terrible. Yeah. So, all right, now Carl.
As I said, my name is Carl Antwerp, and I have been a farmer my entire life. My parents are farmers, my grandparents are farmers, and every other man and woman I've ever known has been a farmer. I've got shaggy, sort of medium-length hair, auburn in color, and I always have a little bit of muck on my face. Baths, I try and have them at least once a month, but it don't matter if it's not, any less than that. I've got a few freckles as well, and I've got a farmer's tan, as I probably should, but still a little bit pasty in areas where I don't. And I admit sometimes I wear not exactly the most luxurious of clothing, since it comes out, it's sort of like beige and stuff, because, well, I can't really afford more than a potato sack. But, I like to think that I'm helpful at the very least. I've made sure that when we're clearing up everything here and we're trying to lay down new seeds, that we've taken a bit of a lead when it comes to my friends around here. See, I make sure that I'm keeping in control of who's putting what where, because you don't want your potatoes growing in the middle of a wheat plant, do you? Come on.
So Carl is very humble as a peasant, but but as a folk hero, pretty much all the peasants look up to Carl greatly, and they're kind of hanging on his every word as he tells them what to do, even though sometimes his humility is kind of accurate. They still treat him like he's a master of everything. So yeah, it's so you guys are kind of like you're working on these on these big wheat fields, and the peasants are kind of like they're reaping the crops and they're piling up all the straw on one side into hay bales. You're right next to this, like right behind you. There's this big stony like wall that's like half ruined, and it used to be the outer wall of the city of Sanctuary. And so like just through this wall you can see like this kind of ruined district of the city, and it's very weird to have a farm here, but since it's basically the world has ended, y'all are just making do with what you have. And despite everything, it's been a pretty good year for growing crops, besides the whole Dragon War stuff. And and there's a little bit of an atmosphere of levity almost among the peasantry. But one of the peasants notices something, kind of, and he comes back. He's like running back, like his like hood's like halfway off his head, and he says, "There are two riders coming in. They're just barreling in." And you look out beyond the fields, and you see two mounted figures riding in. So Eddie, describe your character and what kind of steed they're riding. So either a warhorse or a great hare. Great hares are, by the way, they're these special animals that exist in this world. They're basically giant rabbits, and people ride
riding
them.
the giant rabbit.
Yeah, right.
So this is Marlo. She is a water genasi, so she has blue skin and then a deeper color blue hair that is up in waves in a messy bun on top of her head. Probably very messy because she's been riding like as fast as she can, with her heavy armor clanking against her shield, longsword on her back. The most notable thing about her is that she has a nose ring, eyebrow piercings, and her ears are just covered in different colors of earrings. And she is riding like a bat out of hell, trying to get people's attention, saying, "Get to cover! Get to cover!"
All right. And Imran?
Imran is a you see a gnomish figure with wearing a long hooded coat and what appears to be a flowing like pink scarf with like you see like a breastplate underneath, long sleeves with one hand having almost like a long black glove on it. There are goggles on this individual. The hood's blown back from riding his great hair. But there's the goggles, and the scarf is pulled over his face. You see blonde hair that's like flowing off to one side. And as he gets closer, you can see scarred tissue on his face that kind of spiders its way up on the left side, not the right. And he is also shouting, "We need to get everybody organized now!"
So you like come into town and you're like shouting this warning, and people just immediately are flipping out. They're horrified. And it just kind of like everyone is sort of remembering like the trauma of the Dragon War, and it's like they're living it all over again. Like, and you can see that people are kind of reacting to it in all sorts of different ways. Like some people are panicking, some people aren't panicking, some people are just kind of like, just, they're ready to act and do what they need to do. but yeah, there's a lot of screaming and confusion, and you can tell that someone kind of needs to speak up and take charge of what's going on. Yeah.
What's going on? Cal shouts. What? It runs for its horse. I run for Tarnak, my horse. It's a black horse with I've dyed the mane and hoof hair blue, and like vault onto it and ride hard over to Imran and Marlowe and go. What's going on? What's happening here?
Rarog just sent a whole undead army. We need to get the people who can't fight inside as fast as possible, and the people who can fight prepped now.
Okay.
Do myself and Ren overhear this?
Yeah. You're all present now.
Okay. Carl's going to run back to the group of farmers specifically that he was with and start giving instructions. Right, lads, if this is as bad as they're saying, right, I need you all to go and get whatever you can. We need to try and like keep everyone safe. We need to get everyone who can't like do anything inside. But we're probably going to need some hands out here as well. So anyone who can help, we're going to need you, all right?
So,
Yes, Carl. Yes, Carl. And you see them just like all these. There's some kids here who are like as young as like 14 who are like like grabbing like their farm implements and going to war with them. And it's just and there's also like old men, and there's just like it's like a peasant. It's a unit of peasants, and it's just like the people who can there's like about 20 of them, and so they go and they retrieve their weapons, and they come back, and there's this big pile of kind of old wooden shields, clubs, and heavy flails. So there's more than enough armaments to go around. So the question is, are you going to like how many of the peasants are going to take heavy flails, which are kind of like these two-handed, like they're like farming implements, like you use, like imagine like a staff with a chain and then like another staff that you use to like flail grain. They have those, so that's like a more heavy weapon that does more damage. But then if they use their club and shield, it's a little more defensive. So what kind of proportion do you want bearing shields, and which ones do you want bearing heavy flails?
I would probably suggest that we have a line of defensive fighters and a line of heavy fighters. That's what I would personally say.
These people aren't trained at all. Look, I don't know who you are, but these people, they're not ready to go out and like properly fight. Look, I think everyone who can should take a shield and just a single-handed thing. They can't do more than that. I want them to fucking live.
You have a point. You do have a very good point, and we don't have time to even debate this. So I will go with whatever the rest of you decide.
During this conversation, Cal is like bolting back towards his parents, and he goes, "Mom, Dad, get inside the walls!" And he's like, just basically,
What's wrong? What's wrong?
There's zombies or skeletons or something are coming. Yeah, lots of undead. Just go. Don't worry about me.
Zombies and skeletons. So they go inside and they hide under the bed.
Marlo's gonna say, not strong, but there's a lot of them. So I think endurance is best. Defense is a good offense. And then she's going to double check that like children and elderly are getting inside, and anyone who is like looks like they're willing and able to fight is getting their supplies.
Okay, cool. So so basically like there's this big rush as the peasants start kind of setting up, and you can see that these people, they're tired of being pushed around. They are like, they've been they've been living like mice for the last couple of months, and they've just been just scraping to get by, and being attacked again is just it's galling to them. So they're kind of running around and getting set up, and so I'm gonna switch. Let's switch to roll 20 here, and so yeah.
While
So
all of the peasants are getting set up, I'm going to run back as quick as I can back to my own house, or what there is of it, shed more like, and try and start grabbing whatever armor or what kind of looks like a semblance of armor together as I can, and come back out in like pretty rusty, pretty shitty looking plate mail.
cool. It's still unbelievably impressive to the peasants you wearing this armor. I mean, it costs like as much as a car, like so.
Point.
At any rate, yeah. So now you guys can check out the roll 20, and there's this battlefield here. So to kind of like, if you could. Let me see here. If you could zoom out a little bit there, Ren, so you could kind of see the whole map. So basically, what you guys are looking at right now is a couple of grain fields outside the city. So the city wall is on the left, and it's like a ruined city wall. It's about 10 feet high. It has kind of a parapet, like a stone railing that you can like take cover behind if you wish. And then there are 18 hay bales. So the hay bales can be used as barricades, basically. Like you can use them, you can arrange them around on the battlefield to kind of funnel the undead into where you want them to go. So the undead are not smart. They're they're mindless automatons, but they are numerous. And basically, you have to organize the peasants and set up this battlefield so that you will be able to defend the city. So the monsters are going to be approaching from the east. So they're going to be starting from the right side of the map and then coming left. And you also have now this is kind of like to the south of where your guys' tokens are right now. You also have 12 barrels of pitch, and this will kind of like, and if you shoot the pitch with like a flaming arrow, or if you otherwise kind of like set it off like with like a fire spell or something like that, it'll explode, and then the area around it will be covered in like flaming pitch. So that's kind of, you can use that to like basically make an incendiary trap.
What radius does it cover? What radius does it cover the ground in?
I would say that it covers about 10-foot radius.
Cool,
two squares out from the center.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So you guys can actually move those tokens yourselves. So feel free to just like move those around. And you also have your army of 20 club wielding peasants that is to the north of you. And you can also control those. If you click on the token, you'll see in the upper left, there will be a club and a sling that you can click on. So they're armed with clubs and slings, and you can put those guys wherever you want. Once we're actually in battle, I'll control them. But you guys are commanding the peasants, so they'll listen to what you guys do, and also just try not to die as best they can.
Okay. OC.
Yeah.
This is great. Years of playing Total War games are finally coming in handy.
Yes.
Zombies.
I love
So
Total.
I think what we need to do is basically have a lot of slings on the peasants behind here. Like getting the ranged attacks through, I think, is going to be the biggest thing, and then trying to channel as many of these zombies into one area using the hay bales, like along here. Having some people defend that, and then having lots and lots of the pitch barrels in the center,
Just
so
blow all
forced to
them
sort
at
of go
once, you
into that
think?
way.
What I was thinking was,
I think we still need some defensive sweepers, basically, for those that do go over the hay bales or do find their way through.
Oh.
But having like a larger amount of the pitch in the middle, I think, could be good. Yeah.
One more thing. So you can also have the peasants dig. You can also have them dig trenches. So I would say that a peasant can, like in the next like 10 minutes or whatever, can dig like a 5-foot deep trench as big as the square that they occupy. So like I'll just have you guys basically just draw squares on the map for like where you want to like dig your trenches. And what trenches are good for is stopping cavalry. If cavalry is charging forward and it goes into, yes, there will be cavalry as well.
You could have told us that, Marlo.
Skeleton cavalry. So you saw in the army that there were it was actually an undead army that was from Ihill, which is the southernmost region of the Drake Isles, is kind of the swampy region, and it's famous for its dinosaur-knights. So there are a bunch of knights who are on Allosauruses that are coming. There's also several units of velociraptors, and there is also their leader, who is that will be a surprise.
Somebody has a gun.
Surprise dinosaurs.
Okay.
So I will. Imran will hop forward and say, I do have something that has some control, and I yank this this small little apparatus out of my pack and say, this is a stationary flamethrower. I can place this somewhere. Never mind that I also have this, and I pull out my pistol. This can set off any pitch if we need to.
I'm pretty good on setting off pitch as well. What I was going to say about the pitch was we could set it up in a 10-foot like radius, so you only have to set one off, and then everything blows, but it gets like a maximum explosive effect. But then, of course, we risk blowing up all of our alloys. We don't want to do.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not blowing up the allies.
No. That's something we want to avoid if we can. I'm just saying.
Use the hay bales to funnel them into a big enough pit to just blow them up before we even need cavalry.
Let's do it.
That'd be.
Then dig a trench behind the pit.
I mean, there are going to be there will be waves of enemies. It's not going to be.
That is at least one wave done, and then
recommend
I'll be on the front line of wherever. I turn to Carl and I go, trust me, I will be in front of whoever is trying to help. I'm not going to let somebody die before I do.
Glad to hear it, and we'll stand by you no matter what then.
And I have some spells that will potentially help us control the battlefield.
So just so you know, they would have to be about this close to each other to make like an effective barrier where someone couldn't, go through diagonally. So I assume that these hay bales, they occupy the entirety of the 10 by 10 foot square that they occupy. Or fuck, you know what I'm trying to say.
yeah, I get you. I'm just putting these down as like a rough set of ideas rather than anything solid.
Funnel them to this point. That's good. I like that. And then maybe block it off so that they have to climb over it and that they're at a total choke point.
Is pitch a liquid? Do we know?
Yes. It's a very, very thick liquid.
Can we get them to make trenches lengthwise so that when they're forced in to go into the trenches, we can have this full of some of the pitch and then set that on fire.
Well, we
Yeah, you
could
can
do
definitely
that.
put the pitches in the pits if you wish.
In the pit. To the pit. Right, let's get
could-
some peasants digging trenches.
I could
Shall
also
we?
cast grease in front of those in front of those pits so they slide into them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So also a note about the walls behind you. So the dark black stripe is like the parapet. So you can't climb over the parapet. You would have to. So to get on the wall, you would have to climb up the sides or the back. So you also have to just imagine that the wall is 10 feet up too. So like
Okay,
once,
so they
once
can
someone-
fire their slings down from it, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, that would be a great
Okay.
vantage
Get
point
them behind the
to
wall. Get them behind the wall.
do their peltast thing. Yeah.
Cool.
So I recommend, like, so are we down with the pit? Like, if they're gonna just walk into it anyway, to try to, if we funnel them.
Give them one big
Yeah,
pit.
maybe don't put everything into the pit because
Yeah.
like if we hard commit
Put a couple.
everything to the pit, then we're going to run out. But yeah,
Yeah,
definitely a
just
couple would be
Yeah, put a
good idea.
couple in.
Yeah, just enough to fill it.
We got to
up.
think about
let's-
where we want to be standing as well during things. So if we had like,
I'm gonna.
oh, I put that in
yeah.
the wrong place entirely. If we had like a pit here that works as a bit of a catch-all, and we stood in front, those of us that can fight, and then we can use the pit as a backup. Maybe that's a plan.
Yes, good idea. It's a good idea.
I would be inclined to agree. Yeah.
I mean, I can unlimitedly set things on fire. I've got that going for me. So, now, as I'm sure some of you can, I'm not trying to claim to be the most talented here. So, yeah, fill it with pitch, get him to drop in, grease in front of it, little gnome man, and we'll be good to go. I'm going to wait to the side here, try and see if any of them try to, circumvent it by coming around to the side. I'm going to do. Oh no, I don't move the hay bale with me. I'm not the strongest of fellas, as contrary to what it might look like. I know you've all been thinking it. Anyway, later tonight.
Don't let the muscles fool you.
Oh no.
Don't let the muscles fool you. It's
I'll
all
show
it's
them.
built into
Sickly.
the armor.
It's all for
I've
show.
got like a 6-pack built into the armor, like Batman.
I was gonna say that.
And so I think I'll take this, but I'm not the hardiest of folks. I go down like a son of bricks. So if I go down, I'm hoping that one of you might be able to help me. I'm also going to potentially move this pitch from right behind me in case it goes off and kills me. Yeah, how about we put that
Well,
right in the middle?
I'm thinking having something like these two on the sides means that we'll have like a backup
Okay.
fail safe again in case like more things start going wrong again.
Good stuff.
Alternatively, putting them like even further like round this way, because if the zombies are like having to flank us, then
the
having
walls.
these in a
Yeah.
position where like they
That's
completely
good.
take out
I
the
think
flanks.
that.
That is
I
a
think
sound
break the
idea.
flank.
Question.
break the
Yeah,
flank.
and if we have to run back, then at least like we can set those off after we run behind them, and then
God, Farmer,
fight in the
you're a
channel.
Yeah, so-
goddamn.
Right. Sorry. Yeah.
How long do we know how long the pitch is going to burn for?
I would say the pitch just keeps burning. I mean,
It
it's going to
burns.
burn for probably the entirety of the battle. I mean, it's meant to be flammable.
Okay.
So, and it's like pitch is, I'm pretty sure it's what like you would put on like the end of a torch and like light a torch or whatever. So yeah, I think it's pretty damn flammable. It'll just stay on fire.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So let's see. So yeah, I will say that the so the hay bales, like the undead could climb over them, but it would like slow them down like a lot. So just
Mhm.
yeah, it's not going to be as solid as a wall, but it will, if you like, it would definitely buy you some time, like a lot of time.
Mhm.
Where are we going to have all of the presents on the battlements, or are we going to have some down here?
We should have
Put
some
them at
down
risk.
so they can take out the ones that climb over, like the health. Carl would say it as the healthiest
At
ones
risk.
who can fight with their shields and whatnot. They can help make sure that nothing gets over and past. But We'll keep it to a few and make sure that they've got each other's backs, and then
And
the rest
I
will
point
have
out about-
making sure they're
Keep
firing
an eye
down.
out and
I point out my
bring this fella
flamethrower.
over here.
I point out my flamethrower again
Mhm.
and say, this can shoot fire in a 15-foot cone. So I can place it somewhere that can run interference. That way we can free up some of our forces. And it burns a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. So here's another rule. So I would say that the peasants who are on the wall are going to be able to hit any part of the field with their slings, whereas the peasants that are on the ground, the hay bales will block their line of sight.
Mm.
So
If they're going, if we have,
yeah, so the
we have them in a
peasants,
defense.
yeah, I'm just saying the peasants who are on the wall will be very well defended. But they'll only be able to engage with their, I mean, and they'll be able to engage someone with their slings anywhere. But the ones on the ground will be able to kind of like, shield wall and like, defend. Well, okay, they wouldn't be able to shield wall, but they'd be able to defend with their shields.
Yeah, I mean they're still just militia, but they'll do their best. I think if we just have those 4 in either place behind the hay bales, then at least like if any get over, they can work together to take care of the stragglers, and then the majority others can be up on the like in the position to use their slings up on the walls. But we need to like decide where we're going to be putting ourselves as well. Obviously, we know where Cal is, which is good. I would look at Marlowe and say, "You look like you can fight front line with me. We've got no other options."
I'm
And I'll
right
put
ahead of
myself
you.
up here.
Yeah. So
Um,
I'll say that the enemies are going to. I'll say that I'm gonna just put a line out here to show where you guys can deploy. So you guys can deploy anywhere in the. Oh wait a minute, that's on the wrong layer. All right, you guys can deploy anywhere in the green square. So basically the left half of the map.
Okay.
All those hay bales we gotta reposition.
Can we?
Anyway. Yeah, and you can be mounted, of course, if you wish.
are the hay bales okay in their positions, or do they need to get drawn back?
What?
Do the hay bales need to be in the green
bales,
square
like, allowed
too?
to be beyond? Yeah.
Y'all just talked at once and I couldn't hear.
Sorry.
The hay bales, do they need to all be in the green square or not? Or no? Are they fine where
Oh,
they
you
are?
can put those wherever.
Okay.
I'm just saying that you guys have to like your miniatures have to start in those in the left half of the map, basically.
So Imran is going to he's gonna get rid of his mount. He's gonna so the mount's gonna be taken off the battlefield for now.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with that.
I mean, so you could either keep your mount in reserve, or like here at the back line, or you could just move it off the battlefield if you don't want your mount to like.
I'll do reserve. I'll keep it in reserve.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to keep mine here in case we have to make a hasty backwards advance.
And then same, I agree. And then Imran is actually going to, and if any of you guys are watching, he's going to reach into his pouch. This is after deploying the flamethrower wherever we put it. But he's going to reach into his pouch and grab a small box about this big, throw it on the ground, and it expands to be about 2 feet tall. And he stands on top of it and we'll start to like fiddle with his gun to level it over the parapet.
Cool. All right, great.
I have so many questions after the battle, just tons, but later.
These guys are weird.
All of them, but for now we have priorities.
Priorities, definitely.
Marlowe, should we have one of us either side of this hay bale and center to
That's what I was thinking. We should be split up.
I'll stand back here behind the hay bale, because I need good range.
Great. Okay.
I'm actually going to start closer to here, and then I'm going to retreat if I need.
Mm-hmm. Where do you guys want to put?
And I kind of advance. You're saying.
Imran's going to put his. Sorry. Imran's gonna
It's
put
okay.
his where do you guys want to put Imran to put his flamethrower? Just while I'm doing that.
So-
Did Fidge you say?
What did you say?
How is it able to take a hit?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Did?
saying. Is it good if it's destroyed? Is it gone forever?
Oh no, I can. He says, no, it is very hardy. It's it can take some damage, and I don't think
You
anything.
could right at the front, I would say. Right at the front,
Yeah,
right?
it's right here.
I made a token
Yeah,
that
put
you
it
should be-
alongside our
Here?
front line here.
All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jack, you
Imran will
can move the token yourself. There you
He's
go.
gonna put it right there.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
Great.
just to
Maybe we put a
double-check,
couple of peasants. Sorry.
Just to double check.
Yeah, maybe a way.
Just to double check, the goal is to funnel them like into one of these, or like fend them off into here. Is that the goal? So like for the first wave, or at least as much as we can.
Mhm.
Is that
Yeah,
fair?
I mean, I think we want to protect the pitch back here from like that's our trap card basically. If we can keep them maintained in the area like here ahead of us, then perfect. And if we have to fall back slightly, then we've got these hay bales to the side of us, and we can push them into this pit. We don't have to set the pitch off straight away if we push them in there, but it will slow them down again, so we can have more peltests dealing with them from the walls.
Cool.
Okay.
Imran, are
If-
you up on the walls, Imran?
Yes, I am.
If
Okay.
you would like to put the flamethrower here, I'm gonna get my actual pinging tool, put it here. I can
Oh, yeah?
put something that will lock them down here in this area, and you'll just
That
have
sounds like a good plan to me. So I'll put that there. And then so I slam it into the ground, and it like these hooks come out and latch into the grass, and and like this tube that has like a glowing orange chamber within it deploys.
All right. So as you're doing this, like some of the peasants look at Imran, and they're like, "Say, where did you get all that fancy stuff?"
I guess I'm a former member of the Artificers Guild in Sanctuary. I don't have time to explain it, but it's you'll learn some things. Anyways,
Oh, you made that pretty good. Pretty good.
I've always had a knack for it, and then I just hit it once, and and it's just kind of doing things on its own now.
Ah! You can see that like a bunch of the peasants are startled. So,
Not to worry. The business end of this will be launched that way, so you'll be fine. It'll keep you safe. I promise.
oh, I'm glad you're on our side. One of the peasant says. So, and then kind of as Marlowe's going around getting ready, one of the peasants says, "Excuse me, miss. I've never actually fought before. What should I do?" And you can see like a bunch of other people are kind of like looking at him, and they're just kind of like face palming.
To give you the first piece of advice that I learned when I started fighting. Hold up the shield first, because they're going to try and attack. And at that point, they're going to be a little bit more exposed. So block first, attack second. Okay?
Right. Block first, attack second. And another one says, "What do you say if I attack first, and then block second?"
I mean, if you want to risk it, but that's not what I would do.
Yeah.
I've survived this long.
The other peasants are like looking at each other, kind of like trying to figure it out. But anyway, yeah. So they
Block first, attack second. Like she's repeating it out.
okay.
PSA. Question: am I able to deploy on top of the hay bale? Like, can I just be sitting on it?
Yeah, you can stand. Yeah, you can be
Nice.
sitting on it.
By the way, DM, I'm going to give I'm gonna walk past after I deploy my my turret. I am going to walk past Marlowe and just tap her shield and give her the improved defense infusion.
Cool.
And then
What-
I'll just tap my belt, like the gun at my belt, and give her the repeating shot infusion. So those are my two.
Nice.
Would I be able to feel that?
I wasn't doing anything special like a sleight of hand or anything. It's just as you were talking, it just went doink, and it goes doink, and just So +1 to your AC.
What'd you do? I know, but I'm asking. But Marlo doesn't. So what'd you do?
It is an artificer's gift.
Okay.
Wonderful.
And you just
How
see-
much of
you
a
just-
bonus is that?
As I see the two of them,
+1.
Nice.
as I see the two of them together, I'm gonna come over to them and confront them a little bit. So, look, let me get this straight. Look, I appreciate you come back and you told us all of this, and like, we had time to prepare. But what on earth did you do to come bringing zombies back into Sanctuary in the first place? Eh?
Do you want to take this one?
Attacked by a dragon, washed up on shore, someone found me. We saw a bunch of fucking zombies. Is that all the info you need?
We happened to stumble upon these. We didn't
Gee.
attract them. They seem to be coming this way anyways.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your whatever happened at sea, but why were you so far away from the city then? Imran, was it? Hey.
It's a long story. I have my own commitments. I was on the I was just on the countryside looking for those commitments and stumbled upon this entire endeavor.
We can all get to
consider it
know
the
each
wrong
other
place,
really
wrong
well
time.
after we make sure we live. How about that?
I'm fine with
pretty
that.
sure-
Indeed.
Can I see the
Pretty sure we
zombies? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Cal?
Oh no, I was just gonna say I'm pretty sure we should focus on the friendship later and get to some zombie killing now. And I just like flick my wrist and some electricity travels from my hand and just sparks along my spear as I stand there ready for a fight.
Wonderful.
Let's get in
Right.
position then.
Can I see
So-
anything coming over the horizon?
Yes. I think this might be a good place to take a little 5-minute break, maybe? Because right before the army approaches.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh gosh, dang.
Sorry, I was getting
Cool.
food, basically.
Oh, fine.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
All right. Okay. So let's
good time.
say 5 minutes or so. Sound good?
We'll be right back.
Cool.
Yeah,
after these
sounds good.
5 minutes.
Hey.
Hey guys, we're back.
It's like we've got a new member in the party now.
Yeah, there's a new player.
Yeah,
That's
he's
bad.
Like
basically
the
a barbarian, to be honest.
Vacuum barbarian.
Familiar.
Casual barbarian cat. Tabaxi,
Yeah.
barbarian tabaxi.
Trust me.
Yeah.
He can bite and hit a lot harder than any person I know. So
Our old Tabaxi monk has joined us.
yeah.
Wonderful. Great. So now so to set the scene here, you guys are standing in this, kind of recently, these recently reaped wheat fields. So it's like kind of like this very, sort of short, stubby grass all around. And, there have been trenches dug, you've built barricades. There's, barrels full of flaming pitch at intervals. And there's this kind of just like tension among the peasants, and they're just like you can see that they're present, that they're glad that you guys are on the front line. They're just kind of standing back with like their weapons, and they're watching. And Imran, who's standing on the castle wall behind you, sees it first. One of the peasants says, "Out there!" So you see a line appear on the horizon, a mass of figures shambling forth. Pale bone and cold steel catches the glare of the setting sun. And a distant thunder of footfalls sounds. You see a forest of spear points and swords cresting the nearby hill. You see the tattered blue and black uniforms of the kingdom of Ihil, once proud warriors, but now undead thralls. You can see just like the peasants are just like, those are the Ihil boys. What's happened to them? And then you see giant dinosaur skeletons, giant allosauruses skirting the edge of the formation, and on their back are armored dinosaur-knights with these long lances, but they're slumped over in their seats, just puppeted by the dark magic. Ihil's feared cavalry is now marching thanks to the evil magic of Rarog, the Black Dragon. And riding at the center of their massive formation is a knight, Count Diaghilev von Ihil the Ninth, the vampire count of the southern swamps.
Sorry, did you say the V word? Did you say the
Did
V
you say
word?
a vampire?
He's a vampire. He's a vampire.
Just a casual vampire.
Not this again. Jeez.
Just go fuck,
It's
man.
fair, it's fine.
Count Diaghilev von Ihil was infamous for betraying his king, opening the gates of his royal castle to Rarok's minions. Clad in black plate mail that menaces with spikes of obsidian, his immensely long gray beard flies over his shoulders and behind him like a cape. His eyes gleam malevolently with an inner light.
This is fine. This is fine.
I'm just gonna say it. I don't like him.
He draws his sword and points it forward, and you see this mass of skeletal soldiers start shambling towards you. So you see that there is an unbelievable amount of them. There must be at least 50. They're just and this massive force of them approaches you. So I'm gonna have you all roll initiative now.
Ooh.
Remember to have your token selected.
Ah,
Champagne.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, then.
That's a lot of people.
I rolled a nat. Well, I can re-roll that.
Beautiful.
I'm
Roll
seeing
the
this
great
strongest
start.
spell on earth.
Natural
Oh
one.
yeah.
Good for you.
Ooh, okay, 21.
That
I
might
can't
be
do
the
it.
highest I've ever got. I know I got a nat 20 last time.
Oh my god.
Hold on, 19 plus 2.
On
Carlo
seeing
and
this
Cal
hell
can
on earth,
bond over
Carl is
their
just going to
highest
say,
initiative
look,
ever.
it could be a lot worse. It could always be worse. Try and stay positive, lads. Don't worry about it too much.
Imran's just going.
A lot
So,
of skeletons.
with all due respect, we're being attacked by dinosaur skeletons. Okay.
Well, at least they're not flying dinosaur skeletons.
That's a good point. Well, dinosaurs actually couldn't fly, and there are other reptiles. It doesn't matter for another time.
Yeah, so I got a
See,
21.
so it's fine.
Dinosaurs didn't exist.
I
Yo.
can't really implement it myself for some reason.
Okay, let's see.
Skeletal thralls.
You're
Am I at the bottom when I've got
Thrall
the
is
highest
going to
one?
be my favorite word.
Love thrall. Sorry, Vince. Why is Cal at the bottom when he's got a 14?
I haven't put the. I have to press a button.
Oh, you haven't even pressed the thing. I was very confused.
Yeah, it has to be
What?
organized.
What is at the bottom?
We were just lucky that
You're
we got
going
in.
last, and you're gonna like it.
You haven't. Sorry, you rolled an anti-inspiration dice.
Can I talk to the
Let's see.
manager?
Oh yeah, we're missing Imran because he rolls caveman dice. Wait, what did you get?
21. 19.
21. There we go. All right, cool. So it looks like Imran goes first.
Okay.
So you see this mass of skeletons from the east. There's just a hideous amount of skeletons. More skeletons than you'd ever seen in your life.
Got a bone to pick with them. So
Oh.
come on, it was right friggin' there.
It was low hanging fruit.
Awful.
It was. It
Awful,
was
truly
really
awful.
fell off the tree and got hit by a lawnmower. So let me see here. What can I do currently from my point? I'm gonna hold my my action. Yeah, because it's only got a range of 30, 90. I'm gonna hold my action for when they get closer. Like within 90 feet of me, before I take a pistol shot. Yeah. So currently, I'm just gonna be like, everybody in position and just kind of hold for now.
So it looks like 90 feet out is basically where your flamethrower is.
Good to know.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you're readying in action. Cal, what will you do?
I am going to go for the old burrow button classic, they call it, the 1-2. And I am going to cast Shatter at 3rd level, right in the middle here. And it goes a 10-foot radius. So I'm going to get all of these skeletons here in my earth-shattering thing. So they have to make a constitution saving throw. Let me cast
Ping it one more
first.
time for me.
I'm going to cast Shatter. Let me quit Twitch, just because that's probably bugging me out. Yeah, I'm going to cast Shatter at 3rd level, right in the middle of here.
Cool.
There. Oh, there is
Right,
my
go
thing
ahead
where I'm
and
getting
roll
all of them.
damage there.
And I will do that right now with a 3rd level Shatter. That's going to be level 3, submit. So that is going to be a Constitution save DC 15 with a total damage of 22 points of thunder and a half damage of 11 points of thunder damage if they succeed.
All right. So boom! There's just like this huge explosion in the middle of the skeletons. This sonic energy just like blows apart 4 of them, just like they're a bunch of bowling ball pins, and yeah, the rest of them are gravely injured.
Good.
So yeah, like the rest of them are all like cracked and messed up. So
Good stuff.
Yeah.
And then I am going to I'm gonna move backwards a little bit, knowing that they'll probably be advancing soon. I'm gonna move back. I'll move myself, and I'm moving the bloody hay bale with me. That's it. But that's the end of my turn. Other than the movement, I'm gonna come.
Cool.
Probably behind these. No, I don't want to hide behind them. I'll go there. Cool.
Great. Cool. So now it is Ren's turn. What will you do, Ren?
I'm gonna hold my turn until they get closer to me. Like, so when a good sizable amount of them enters, like, this zone, that's when I'm gonna take my action.
Okay, cool. All right. Marlo, what will you do?
I'm gonna do a similar thing. Though I can hold my action and still take my bonus action now, right?
Yes.
Is that do I have
Yes.
Okay. And bonus action, I'm going to cast magic weapon on my mace. And for free action, I'm gonna go here, big old meat sack, tasty meat sack over here. And
you see the skeletons go like, oh.
and
one of them like rubs his palms together.
And I'm gonna hold my action until basically what Ren said. So like when they get around here.
Okay. Great.
One of them just goes.
Great. So now it is the peasants' turn. So what are the peasants' orders actually? So it looks like they're
Yeah, all the ones that are on the walls are to sling at their front row, basically, until they engage with us, and then it would be to sling at their back row.
Okay.
The ones that are here would be to sling until the zombies reach us, and then have like swords and shields ready. And the ones that are behind the hay bales properly would just be have swords and shields ready, and just take out anything that comes over the wall.
Okay. So that looks like that's going to be 12 slingshots then.
Oh, one of them had a really nice roll.
Ooh. Give that
Right.
one a
Oh,
promotion.
crit! Nice.
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 Let's
that
go, peasants.
that one
Nat
guy's
20.
just like so good at slingshot.
That peasant deserves a
Unbelievably
name.
good at
Your name is
Yeah.
John.
His name is
now.
Dennis.
Dennis.
No, his name has to be Dennis. Come on.
So there's this there's this sound of like whistling rocks going like, and then just like there's like this like it's like one of the skeletons' heads explodes. It's like another one just like cracks his ribs. He just like falls in, and you see that a good 8 of them are dispatched by the peasants' exploits. Yeah, so now it is. Now the skeletons go. So
They don't have to.
Oh.
They don't have to.
No, it's fine. They can take a break if they want.
Oh, okay, there we go. That was that was who I missed. There we go. All right, Carl. There you go. Sorry.
I have no ranged attacks whatsoever to prep, so I'm much more limited on what I can do. But I'd like to try and give a very quick, rousing word to the peasants for a good job there, and say, "Well, you did it brilliantly, lads, and don't worry about the rest of them. As my father always used to tell me, if you can't count that high, then it don't matter. Cause wait, no, he said something good though, and you guys are doing good too."
Your father was a good man.
Can I make a charisma check to try and just make them feel good about themselves?
Sure.
Okay.
Feel good
My
check.
charisma is 1, so feel good check.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Yeah!
Yeah!
I'm amazing.
Oh my god,
Those are the words that a peasant knows. Those are true inspiring peasant words. They made very little sense and were barely comprehensible. They knew. That's the good
Peasant.
side.
It was about the
Peasants
vibe.
go, Carl. And
Nat 20s, but only for flavor.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll say that they're gonna fight a little bit better next time around because of your
Nice.
yeah. So I'll give them a little bonus on their attacks there since you nat
Casual help
20.
check.
Yeah. Great. So you you inspire the peasantry with your rabble rousing, and now it is the skeletal thrall's turn. So the shambling horde, they approach. Let's see. Just gonna walk right over there. They're gonna double move. So one of the skeletons falls into the pit. And I'll just move these guys forward, and then y'all can take your readied actions.
Not yet.
So
Not
they're
yet.
going to double move, which is going to make them go 60 feet. So there's a fair amount. Yeah, so there's a fair amount of skeletons around you right now.
Ooh, the fun thing gets to happen now.
It is decidedly spookier than it was a few minutes ago.
Come back.
Right, who wants to go first?
I will, just because I can set things up for you.
Yeah, so go ahead and take your. This is actually going to be. That's actually their entire action. That's all they can do is move since they double moved. So yeah.
So there's a lot of them over here, so I'm gonna have to take this opportunity to take.
Yeah. So now readied actions, and then we'll go back to normal initiative order.
So in the center, I would like to cast Entangle.
Nice.
All right. Could you just grab the square tool and draw me a 4x4 square where you want to entangle?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yes. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you kind of raise your hands, and then all of these, and then you see the wheat begin to grow again, and it all grows around their feet serpentine like. Let me see. So that is going to catch. It looks like 6. That's 11 skeletons.
Saying that 5 times fast. 11 skeletons.
11
skeletons.
skeletons.
11 skeletons.
What is the saving throw DC?
For this DC, it is my spell save, so it's a 13.
Okay.
It's like Dennis has got a skeletal brother at natural 20. That guy's
Yeah.
got like backflips out. Yeah.
Yeah. When the skeletons just doesn't give a shit.
He really puts him back.
He was an acrobat in a previous life.
Stop it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 save out. This is an ancient meme.
Yes,
All
it
right.
is.
Yes. All right. So
Question.
the skeletons. Yeah, some of the skeletons are captured.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Um,
What's the question?
I'll let it. I'll ask it on my turn.
Okay.
It's not important right now.
Cool.
So,
All right.
I'll do mine then. I see one that's in range right next to Marlowe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only using my action because I said I was holding my action.
Cool. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna activate my flamethrower until my turn, which is next. I am, however, gonna take a shot at
Wait.
this boy right here. Wait, hold on. Can I? Hello. There it is.
Yeah.
This guy. Excuse me. So levels the pistol. Takes a shot with disadvantage. Okay. What does a 15 do me? Hold
That
on.
hits.
16.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. So with a pistol, it is going to be D10 plus 3. Okay. 6 points of piercing damage.
Right. You blast the skeleton. Bone shards fly out.
And automatically reloads.
Great. Okay. Yeah. Were you gonna say something, Ren?
Yeah. My square is supposed to be 20 feet, and this is only a 15 feet square. It seems like.
No, it's 20.
Yeah, it's 20.
That's a 20
Oh, okay. I'm just.
running
Yeah.
charge.
Yeah.
4 squares, 4 squares.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do it from do snap to corner, and then that's a little bit easier. For
It's from the
Yeah,
corner of the
very
square.
good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What? It's
yeah.
from the center.
It's not like the circles, which are a radius.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No circles.
Okay. So, Marlo.
So Marlo's going to first attack the one right in front of her that just got shot. She's kind of tunnel vision. She doesn't even realize, hey, it got shot. With her magic mace.
All right.
23.
Boom. Yep. She shatters it.
And then
Bony bits go flying.
I'm going to complain about roll 20 every episode, at least once. Just
Yeah.
and then this one's closest to the peasants, so I'm going to run up, give it a good smack. At least attempt to. Ah!
All right. That does hit. And your bludgeoning weapon is especially effective against the skeleton. You just send the head just goes flying off, like a baseball. And
It's a free action. I would like to turn to this one and go, who's next? That ends my held action.
they hiss at you.
She gets back.
So let's see. I think that's everyone.
Mhm.
Right?
No, the peasants and me still have to have a turn.
No, the peasants they slung their
Those were our held
slingies.
actions.
Yeah, those are our held
Yeah.
turns.
Yeah.
Go ahead, that.
Oh, held. Sorry, no. Okay, sorry. Everybody had a held action, so I was like, yes, that's a turn.
Yeah.
We're just gonna wait.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah. Ready actions get a little weird like that sometimes. But yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
so now it is now it's Imran's turn.
All right. So we have the thingy. I'm gonna ruler. There you are. So I'm gonna
Bueller?
take a shot at this guy right. Yeah. And then in a 15-foot cone. So, two,
Yeah,
three,
I'd say you can hit 4 of them. Yeah.
4 of them. Yeah. So the guy behind my turret is. I'm going to take a shot at him first with disadvantage. Okay, so that plus 13 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
Okay, so then that guy will suffer 10 points of piercing damage. And then
Oh, all right. You managed to take out the skeleton one shot.
and then these 4 boys need to make a dexterity saving throw of 15 for me. Kindly.
2 save.
2 save.
2 save.
Okay. They still take 2d8 fire damage, half for those who save.
Okay.
Where are my d8s? There they are.
Hey.
Okay. So that's going to be math. That's going to be 8 points of fire damage to
Cool.
those who fail, and those who succeed take 4.
Okay. Cool. All right. So you roast the skeletons, and their bones blacken with flame. So, all right. Oops. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
That'll be all. Yes.
Cool. Yeah. When it's the end of your turn, just say end of turn.
yes.
Just so I know that you don't have any bonus actions or anything. Cal.
Right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Ergo, is there any pitch in the square? There's not, is there? It's not hidden
Which
by
square?
any of them. In the green square, sorry. Is it green? I'm colorblind. Dreadfully so.
Oh, you are.
The orange square.
Yes,
Yes, there
actually,
is.
there's one right there.
Oh,
The
Okay,
orange.
nice.
All right. Yeah, orange. Whatever. Who cares? Shut up. We didn't. today. All right. First off, I'm going to firebolt towards that thing directly. Firebolt towards that directly. 17 for 8 points of fire damage.
Right. Boom! The barrel of pitch just explodes, and just all of this black tar just goes like all over the skeletons, and they're just like, "Argh!" and then just it just you torch them. So I'm going to add a little aura to that token.
Nice.
So yeah,
Nice.
there's just this there's this horrible smell as the undead are just charred, and so they're a large amount of them are destroyed by that.
I look towards Cal.
And then go on.
I look towards Cal and I go, "Thank Voton, I was out of that range."
Oof.
Maybe I should start using fire more than lightning. Nah, and then I'm gonna cast Shatter here again, just at second level this time, with my bonus action, which I will use a sorcery point to quicken spell. Realize I have to explain that. But yeah, so I'm going to go for that at second level. Which is going to be 15 points of thunder damage, or 7 on a successful DC 15 save.
Okay, could you? Okay, there we go. All right, I got it.
I could do, it's 10-foot radius, so let me do the circle.
No, that's fine. It's fine. It looks like you hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Does it does it hit my Eldritch Cannon?
I will figure it so that it doesn't. If it means putting it like here as the basis.
No, it's fine. It doesn't hit it. So it looks like only 2 of them are going to save. So there's just this massive, sonic explosion, and there's just another shower of bones as more skeletons are destroyed by the wizard's spell.
When I cast Shatter, there's just this blast of lightning that comes down, and it looks like it's going to hit them. It doesn't actually do anything. And then I just look down, and I'm just waiting for like 3 seconds, and then the thunderous blast erupts from the middle of them. The thunder always comes after lightning.
Right. Cool. So yeah, there's just a huge explosion of bones flying all over the place. So great. Now it is Ren's. Oh, is that an turn?
That's the end of my turn. Yes, I'm going to stay there. Sorry.
Ren.
Yes, that is the end of.
Okay, give me a sec, because I was gonna do that. Cal killed everybody in front of me, so.
It becomes
It's going
competition.
too well.
I was just like, well, I was gonna kill people, but now I gotta kill other people. Dang it.
What
So,
a shame.
I gotta hop down here, I guess. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to cast Produce Flame and then throw it over here.
All right, cool.
No.
Oh
God.
All right, so boom, another one explodes, and there's another shower of burning pitch and flame. Let's see. So you see that 4 skeletons are destroyed by the wave of flammable liquid.
Yay.
Yes. Anything else?
I will use something I don't normally use. I'll pull out my short sword.
Oh, you have one of those.
I have 2 of them. I'm actually.
What?
And I will.
He's actually a rogue, believe it or not.
And I will stab him with my short sword. With a natural 20 to go with it.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
All right, ka-chunk! You just
Nice.
shove it through the skeleton's face, and then you just like rip upwards, and the skull just goes. Woo.
Well, I'm short, so probably like his kneecap.
Okay. All right, yeah. Okay. You just cut it. You cut his knees out. All right, cool. Marlo.
Okay, quick question: are these guys in the hole or are they outside of the hole?
They are out. Ooh. Oh yeah. So it looks like one of them is in the hole. Here, let me resize that so that it is a little more clear. All right, there we go. Yeah. So one of them is in the hole.
Okay, cool. So Marlo's going to run up and attack this dude. Magic mace. 25.
Ooh.
8 bludgeoning damage.
All right. Wow. All right. So you just pound another one, and you just crush it with your mighty mace.
She
Very
may
nice.
not have the fancy schmancy area of effect spells, but she is very effective against individual skeletons.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she's gonna, I think I only did 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I can make it. And I'm gonna do it again with that one.
Nice.
I'll do it again.
15.
That is also hit, and that because you have a bludgeoning weapon, that also demolishes another skeleton.
Ah!
Yeah, it's yeah, they brought an undead to a paladin fight.
Smoked.
And then she's gonna use her 10 movement to go back here because she figures that these guys are probably gonna. She wants to be, all protective and stuff. So she's got her shield out and she's ready to fight them off. Come at me!
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Great.
buddy.
So so yeah, you guys are you go up and you kill some more of the undead, and then the peasants are going to get another turn here. So they're just going to continue pelting the closest monsters that they can. So let's do, okay, so it's going to be 12 shots again, it looks like, because all the peasants that are behind the hay bales don't have line of sight. So 12, right? 4. Okay, so it looks like
Hey, man.
That one is getting demoted.
yeah, right. 6, 7, 8. All right. So the peasants.
And assist our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, so the peasants rain down sling bullets on them, and they manage to kill a pretty decent number of them. Destroying yet more of them. So now it is Carl's turn.
All right. So I'm gonna run forward, seeing that Ren's got himself out of position a little bit, and take a stab at this skeleton here.
All right.
Take a stab. I see what you did there.
Give him...
Stab.
I totally didn't mean to. So stabbing that for 5.
All right, that's gonna hit. So
Doesn't go down from that.
It doesn't kill him,
Okay.
but he is.
After I give him a stab, then I'm going to use my bonus action to then bash him with the backhand of my pitchfork.
All right, boom! You finish off the skeleton with the second blow.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll then move my last 5 feet forward and use my second attack for the turn to attack this guy with just my pitchfork.
Cool.
This
one
one not so good.
Cool. All right. So now it is. Is that the end of turn?
Yep, end of my turn.
So the skeletal thralls go. There are only 3 of them now.
One of them's in tar.
You see one of them crawls out of the pit and he staggers towards Marlowe, but definitely not enough action left to attack. So Ren is attacked by one of them. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
You take 8 damage. So he stabs you with his sword, and then Carl is also attacked, but Carl parries the blow. So as you guys destroy the first wave, you see the second wave appear on the horizon, and this time it's preceded by a bunch of extremely fast and small dinosaurs. You realize that there's a huge pack of skeletal velociraptors that runs into view, and they're coming up. They're coming up fast.
Oh no!
And then they're joined from behind by a line of mounted Allosaurus cavalry.
The pictures are so cute.
Oh, they're gonna kill us.
Yeah, let's not kill them.
And then in their center,
Let's just...
yeah. And then in the center, there lumbers a massive Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton, and on top of the Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton is the menacing Count Diaghilev von Eihild the Ninth. And his long black cloak and his gray beard are flapping in the breeze behind him, and he has his black metal sword that he's holding it up, and he says, "Time to perish, humans!" And he points his sword forward, and the dinosaurs charge.
When he says that, can they just be like, a good amount of us aren't human? That's very non-inclusionary. Thank you.
I can't believe we're fighting a...
Whatever you are, die!
A vampire's one thing, but a racist? I mean, come on.
I just mean you people.
Oh my god!
You people.
What do you mean by you people?
Sorry, I'm a halfling.
Oh no!
Yes. You can see the evil guy is very evil. Anyway, so yeah, rolling for the new monsters here. We're back to the top of the initiative order. So first, the Velociraptors.
Oh, cool. We love that.
Velocifuck.
That's not great.
Do we have to re-roll our initiative, or is it just they're adding on to it?
It will just they'll just go before you. So like right now we're at initiative count 0. We're at the top of the round.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah. The little danger turkeys.
This
Is it,
scary thing is about to happen.
Danger turkeys.
Little girl. Oh, fun. That's great. That's wonderful.
That is fun.
Oh my god. Let's see. Allosaurus.
I'm in danger.
I wonder how many times the word Allosaurus cavalry has been written.
Oh, yeah. In that order. Definitely not.
I'm sure.
So yeah, the Count Diaghilev is just going to stand there menacingly. He's not going to jump in just yet. So let's see. Yeah, reorder, and then all right. So the Velociraptors go first, and the Velociraptors are extremely fleet of claw. So they come upon you very quickly.
Like,
And-
Molossus suck my nuts. Sorry.
I'm getting bullied.
I'm so defeated by that. It's like, oh, I'm getting
First-
bullied.
First intervention of the podcast here.
Same energy as
I found the toilet.
oh no.
Okay, so
Come on, come at me.
we're just gonna
They
eyeball
aren't.
this here.
Okay, if you want me to roll a new character, you could have just
Marlo
said
is
so.
much more confident than I am.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, yeah. So they're
It doesn't
they
look
come up
wonderful.
and some of them fall in the holes, and the ones that
Fucking
fall
idiot.
in the holes are like they're too small to like get out. So
Oh, no.
so yeah, some of them just didn't make it.
Oh,
Now you have so
That's
yeah.
like-
Now you have pits with skeletal velociraptors in them, which there's a force multiplier.
have a nice
Um,
trip. See you next fall.
Oh my god. Okay,
Hey,
so
Mom,
let's.
it's too late to say thank you for the extra AC.
So the
Please send that
velociraptor.
now, 22. That's fine. I'm just chatting shit.
Oh, looks like I actually no, I've called them bone raptors. So yeah, the bone raptors. They
Oh, right.
they
Yes.
surround you, and since they are pack hunters, they
Oh.
get advantage to hit
Fuck.
you when more than one of them is adjacent to you. So
Kid
Marlo
is
is attacked.
Many hit my AC.
Yeah, Marlo is attacked 4 times,
Oh no.
and it looks like Marlo is bit hard for 8 damage. Wait a minute. Oh no, 16 damage.
What
Yep.
the?
Did-
so they managed to get some good hits in there.
Is it
Yes.
piercing?
It is piercing, yes.
Magical or non-magical?
Non-magical.
And
You get
I
the
reduce
damage
all
resistance?
instances by 3 because of heavy armor master.
Okay. So you take 10 damage then.
That's
So
much better than 16.
Ren is attacked 3 times.
Oh no.
Woohoo! All right. So Ren takes 20 damage.
I am at
And
6 HP.
Carl is attacked 4 times. And Carl takes 7 damage. Yeah, just 7 damage. Oh wait, no, 11 damage. Yeah, you're bitten.
Wait.
You're bitten by the angry raptors. Um,
I'm only bitten once, aren't I? I've got 18 AC. Isn't that 5?
they have advantage, and one of them got 14, 19. So you did get hit twice.
Yeah, that's the one that I was talking about that I got hit by. So that's a 5, isn't it?
Yes.
That's fine. Oh, okay. I thought you said 7, so I was like, wait a second.
Yeah. Okay.
5 is different to 7. I
No.
wasn't sure. I have only got farmer maths, which isn't great. So like
Lessons with Carl.
Numbers are
7
difficult.
is greater than 5.
sometimes I think probably. Dad said it might have been one of those mysteries.
One clever fellow could count to 20 because he used his toes as well.
Genius.
This was smart,
Yeah,
man.
that's such a good line.
It's a smart lad. So,
Brain on that
all right.
guy.
It is Imran's turn now.
All right, so I'm just gonna take a shot at Wait, how far could I move in theory? If I could move to the parapet, maybe like down here-ish?
I would say that if you wanted to jump down off the parapet, that would just cost you 10 squares of movement. Is your speed's 30, right?
It's 25. I am a gnome.
Oh, it's 25. Okay. I would say so you could move 15 feet out from the wall then.
Okay. I just want to check. If I move here and then go to yes, that would work. All right. So Imran is going to jump down.
Mm-hmm.
Right about here. Is that all of his movement, or can he move a little bit closer?
That would be a double move if you moved closer.
Okay. No closer than that. All right. And he's going to like stretch his shoulder a little bit, and then reach his arm out, and then almost like twisting a dial. He's going to twist it this way and cast Enlarge on Marlowe.
Nice.
Rising up, like shaking off all of the velociraptors that are like attached to you.
This is the best day of my life.
Marlowe gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and now towers over the little velociraptors. Yes. So,
and then, so those hooks that dug into the ground are actually gonna like uproot themselves, and my turret is actually gonna move back, like on like these little spider legs.
Okay.
About, maybe about just right about here.
Cool.
Off the side now a little bit, and then yeah, get these three dickheads in a gout of flame.
Cool.
Hey, they're boneheads.
Nice.
Hey.
You're not the only fun master here.
I don't know why I'm rolling a d20. So, do they save?
Do they save?
They-
Let's
Yep.
see. Looks like one probably did.
It's DC 15. So, that is going to be 10 points of fire damage to anybody who doesn't save.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so they're just barbecued. Yeah. The velociraptor, the bone raptors, they're very dangerous, but they're also very fragile. So you're able to destroy a pretty decent number of them with your attack. So now it is.
Sorry. By the way, I should point out, just remember, Marlowe, that you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Your weapons are the same size are the same size as you, and you gain an extra D4 of damage.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. Great. So now the Allosaurus cavalry come to bear. So
they're not bears; they're Allosauruses. God.
So one of them runs over here, and then the Allosaurus grabs a hay bale and throws it aside, and that's all he can
Dude,
do.
we worked hard on that.
Yeah. And that's what this other guy is going to do. He's just going to grab this. He's going to grab that hay bale and just throw it out of the way. And then these. So then the other ones. They charge. One of them just like crushes one of the bone raptors, and then attacks Carl with his lance. So let's see. So the lancer comes in, but Carl just he redirects the blow, and the lance misses him. And then the Allosaurus in the middle charges and then falls right into the pit. The rider is ejected, and he flies 45 feet into the air and lands in the second trench.
Wow, that's bad luck.
Okay.
He tried it.
Mhm.
All right,
That was
and then
convenient.
he dies on impact, so just like
All
Oh,
right. Play. There's
How's
It's
your
a
day
bad
going?
day
How's
at
that
the
going?
office. Jeez.
so now you have a pit with an Allosaurus and 4 bone raptors in it. Yeah, so that's the Allosaurus's turn. Now it is Cal's turn.
Right, I am going to see all of these squishy looking velociraptors surrounding Ren and Carl. I'm going to charge up on me horse. It feels like Marlowe's got it. Can me horse? Does me horse take its action on my turn as well? Can it just do a trampoline charge
Yes.
on this one? As it runs past?
So your mount can either your mount acts like your mount acts on your initiative count. It can do 3 things. It can either dash, disengage, or dodge. That's all it can do. So it can't like trample.
No attacks or anything.
Yeah,
Cool. I'll just keep going there. I'll disengage as I run past this one.
Cool.
So it doesn't get an attack opportunity. And then I'm going to come to like here, and I'm going to do the good old shatter. Bloody sorcerer is only having 3 spells. I'm going to do a nice little shatter. And I will draw this where it's going to go. That is going to be. Let's see here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna get Carl.
it's gonna hit me too.
Yep, so I've got to get it so it's not gonna hit either of you.
Okay.
That is still gonna hit Carl. Let's get it.
If it's a radius, then it's going to be circular shaped, right?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, exactly. It's not gonna exactly hit.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Cool. Cool. So I'm going to do it there. So I'm going to go for all of these ones that are around them. That is going to be a lovely second level casting. Bada bing! 12 points.
It destroys them no matter what. So the tiny chicken-sized dinosaurs are pulverized by the shatter explosion.
Yeah, they are.
And yeah, that is good. I will, just for the sake of it, use my bonus action to use the swirling gust of wind that surround me to fly up off my horse 10 feet and then land on the ground as this like electrical energy swirls around me. I lift up and then land on the ground, my spear in hand.
Badass. Cool. Let's see. So Ren.
Ren is not having a good time considering he has 6 HP right now. So
It's getting old. Yeah.
So he's going to, after getting bullied the entire time, go into like a ball and then just be like, "Can you guys just back off?" And then cast Thunder Wave at level 1.
Oh boy. All right. Let's see. 2, 3. Oh.
Wow.
-1 con save.
What a guy.
Oh, Ren's spell devastates the skeletons. They stand no chance. They're just the enraged explosion just levels them.
And then I would like to use my bonus action to disengage and run away and get on top of the hay bale. Thank you.
Wonderful. You don't need to disengage though, because
then I will dash and get behind the peasant.
There you go. Okay, cool. Great. Now it is Marlowe's turn. Yeah, because everyone in the dark blue squares is in the pit, so they can't hit you. Yeah.
I'd like to take the name that was given in chat and call her Marswoll. Marswoll. And
Put that on a t-shirt.
I have a question. Because she's giant and these things are chickens, like little chicken-sized things, could you just step on them? Is that like a possibility?
Sure. Yeah.
Why not?
Well,
Yeah,
I
sure.
just don't know how.
Yeah.
Because
That makes sense.
having the amount of damage isn't the problem. It's how many there are. So I just imagine her being like, "Oh, this works," and then just stomping on them.
Okay. All right. I'll say that you can attack the four. I'll say that you can attack the four of them that surround you. You can get attack on each of those guys. Yeah, they're very fragile, so it doesn't take much to kill them.
Thank
So
you.
go ahead and give me 4 attack rolls.
Okay. So it would just be like I'm proficient with it, right?
Yep, you're proficient with your feet. Oh.
Not 20.
Oh.
Oh, all right. Okay, this is going well.
You don't even need it.
Right. Oh, give me 3 more rolls. There we go.
Thank you. 20, 23,
All right.
14.
In a rage, Marlo just stomps the velociraptors. Crunch, crunch, crunch. 4 of them are
Well, the good
destroyed.
news is you've like sated the foot fetishists that could be in the chat. So you've done something there.
No feet on Twitch anymore, so
We could have
to
marketed
be
that.
careful, Marlo.
Oh shit, we're gonna get
We
banned.
get fan art of it. We get fan art of it, so we've got to be careful to blur
I
out
hate
those feet.
everything.
Yeah.
That's the case. Who foots the bill?
Oh no.
Jack,
I
We're
have
retiring
Drop down
from
to the
like,
the
hey,
campaign.
step on me.
You lose
like,
1
maybe that's the
inspiration
thing.
okay, Jack's gonna do that, and we're all just gonna leave the call at the same time.
I'm just gonna end the stream now. Okay.
This is a
funny day.
this is a good time to remind you of my policy as a dungeon master. I only reward inspiration points for cheeky one-liners delivered with perfect timing. So if you do a really good one-liner, you get an inspiration point. Anyway, so all right, now the
Saw
peasants
that,
go.
Jack.
What?
So the peasants are going to. So wait a minute. Should the peasants charge at the Allosaurus that just broke through the hay bales or not?
I think they
Well,
should be
right?
trying to hold position as well.
Okay.
I think that if they charge forward, they're going to make themselves weaker. Especially, they got given the advice by Marlo: shield first, then attack. The other thing hasn't made them use their shield yet, so
All right.
shield first.
I'll say that they probably, they might get into just a little bit of a tighter formation here. Yeah. So so they form up a little bit, preparing to take the brunt of the Allosaurus's fury. And in the meantime, the Peltas keep up their barrage. So that is going to be another 12. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, Dennis, you did it again.
I was about to
Dennis,
say, it's Dennis!
we love
Oh,
you,
man.
Champion
Dennis.
of the people.
Fine.
So there's just like this loud like crack and then like Carl looks up and the skeleton that's on the back of the Allosaurus no longer has a head and it just kind of like slumps over like whoosh, and then just falls off.
He even got max damage too. Look at Dennis.
Dennis
Just
is
turn back and give him a little wink. He can't see it from here, but he knows.
Thank you, sir. So let's see how many other
like
hits?
a kid.
1,
13.
2, 3, 6, 7.
On this episode of
All right.
Newsies.
So they
Commodity.
take out another one of the. They take out the other 2 skeleton knights, and then they kill a couple of velociraptors to boot. And then that's it for the peasants. Now it is Carl's turn.
Okay. I still think that the Allosaurus itself could be a problem, to say the least. So I'm going to try and focus on still taking that down. I'm a bit worried about that situation. So I'm going to give it the old pitchfork 1-2 again. Going in with a stab.
That's a hit.
Nice. I'll give it the old polearm bashed follow up.
Ooh, there you go.
Nice little smack.
Super effective.
Is it still up?
Yes, it is still up.
Okay, and then we'll use the bonus attack to give it one more stab with the pitchfork, and hopefully bring down the big fella.
No, it's too beefy. You
Ah.
can't take it down, but you managed to
Okay.
damage it pretty badly.
Okay.
All right. Oh,
Hmm.
is that? Oh, you think?
Yeah, end of turn. Yeah.
All right. So the skeletal thralls go now, and it looks like there's 2 of them left. One of them attacks Carl with his short sword and misses, and then one of them attacks Marlowe with his short sword and misses. Nice.
How do you miss? I'm like a
Nice.
30
My thing is, I like how
Maybe they hit, but it's like, tink, you know, I don't know.
I like how they all like miss Marlowe, but when they all attack me, I get hit by everybody. I'm the smallest person.
My armor class is
Sorry.
22.
They missed you though.
So, Count. So now, so you see Count Yagolev. He kind of like he snarls. He sees the battle is not going his way, and he says, "Damn you! Damn those peasants!" And then he is going to jump in as well.
Come at me, bro.
Okay, so yeah, Count Yagolev joins the fight.
Oh no.
Woo, 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 woo.
And there you see another wave of skeletal thralls.
Bruh.
Already
Yeah.
had one of you. No
There are too
repeat.
many.
Come to back up their stinky comrades.
It's the John Tron. Oh, great. My favorite.
Yeah, the skeletal soldiers, once the proud knights of Ihill, march out from behind the vampire. They're ready to fight.
God. Damn it! So many of them.
Yeah, you can see that there are even still more on the way. It's
Did
a
it look like he called them?
so yes, we can hear you.
Good. Just checking.
But yeah, so it basically you guys are getting like attacked by waves of undead right now. It does look like there are more of them coming.
It looked like the vampire called them, or were they just already on our way?
They were just already like marching up. Like this is like the formation crashing into your defenses. So the bone raptors rush forward again, and they let's see. So it looks like a couple of them are going to latch on to Cal, and then a few are going to accost Marlowe. So first we'll do the attacks against Carl. So they get pack tactics, and they deal 3 piercing damage to
That's fine.
to Carl. And then Cal is attacked twice, and it looks like AC 20. So you take 21 damage.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I only checked 3.
We were like,
No.
excuse me?
23 damage.
This particular velociraptor is painted red.
He's related to Dennis as well.
You got the
He's
spicy
Dennis as
potato
well.
chip there. So
I'm going to recall when Cal said at the start of the fight that he's not very tanky, so he's going to hide behind the hay bales.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
but then-
higher AC than me. Get out here,
Yeah,
you
but
coward!
I got like 20 hit points. I'm a sorcerer.
His horse has more HP than he does.
That's so true.
Boy,
I don't.
Oh my
He's got a
god.
rough
Horses are
exterior,
pretty
but he's got a
strong.
soft and squishy
DM.
interior.
Yes.
DM, I got a question though. Is that entanglement and the fire still going? Did some of those velociraptors have to pass through it to get to Merlin?
They would run around it.
Oh, okay.
They don't run. They wouldn't. They're not
It's
smart, but
smarter, I
they
think.
won't like walk directly into fire.
That's
yeah. Yeah, they
Can't
have
dream.
basic self-preservation. So yeah, that is all the bone raptors. So now it is Imran's turn.
All right. Seeing our large vampire friend join the fight. Imran is going to. Is that within range? Yeah, it is. Imran is going to square his feet, aim at the like put his pistol away, aim at the do you want to take the vampire or the T-Rex? I'm sure the vampire.
You want to take the
Fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after the vampire, and I'm gonna press something in the small of my elbow, and I just whisper to myself, I like this coat too. I cast Scorching Ray through my arcane firearm.
Nice.
So I make 3 attacks, and then the first one that hits is going to get an additional D8 of damage.
Nice.
So, first attack. It's going to be with my spell attack bonus. That's going to be a dirty 20 for the first one. Does that hit?
That does hit.
Cool.
The vampire, man. You never know.
Second one is going to be 9. So that one misses probably. That one is going to be a 17 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
That doesn't.
Okay. Oh no.
But well, that was really dramatic for
This is
no one.
fine. Everything's fine.
So in total, with the one Scorching Ray that hits, but that is really, really tasty. So that is a 6, a 5, and a 6. So that's 17 points of fire damage as it disintegrates the glove and the sleeve, and anybody who's close by to him sees a robotic arm. Glowing hot red from like the tips of his fingers up to his elbow.
So you blast the vampire in the chest, and he's like, "Oh, foolish mortal!" So
I'm sorry. And
At least
And
mortal is an
then-
inclusive statement.
my turret
True.
is
Still
going to
better
Character
have
development.
my character's a half angel, half demon. So not technically immortal.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hopefully I don't spook this horse. My turret is going to climb up onto the hay bale using its full movement, and then it's going to launch a gout of flame in front of Cal to burn those 2 velociraptors, savaging him.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So
Good to
then dexterity 15, please.
Looks like one of them saved.
Son of a bitch. Okay. It's 11 points of fire damage.
Well, they're too fragile to survive anyway, so you destroy 2 of them.
Hey.
Really? Yeah.
Right, I'm
I'm
just gonna turn off
imagining,
his.
I'm imagining like a crossbow dabbing.
He's gonna have little arms that go.
Yeah, right.
I hate everything. Not in
I-
medieval times, please.
Yeah.
So sad.
I'm with Eddie.
You guys are stuck with me. I'm sorry. That's my turn.
Okay. So now it is the Allosaurus cavalry's turn. So yeah, the Allosauruses rampage, and one of them tries to bite Carl unsuccessfully. One of them runs forward and just he grabs one of the peasants in his jaws, and he just like waves him around like a dog with a chew toy, and then just hurls his lifeless body off to the side. Peasants are like, "Oh!"
Yeah, that would be the far north of the map, right?
Yeah.
That's I don't think we see them on the stream right.
Oh, hold on.
We'll miss you, Jerry. You fought like a soldier.
Boblin.
Rest in pepperonis.
Okay.
Bob Wind's okay. Bob Wind's back here. Keeping good company. Keeping good company to Dennis.
What about Bobicus?
Bobicus.
Well, they're all Bobicus, obviously.
And his cousin Bobby Ganoush.
Oh. Another one of the peasants is
Oh.
also crunched by the Allosaurus to the south.
Ah.
This one's Bob Mantha.
Mantha.
Bob Mantha.
Mancy.
Bob Mantha.
um,
No, that's his class. He's the Bobomonster.
okay.
Bob Mantha.
Cal's turn.
There's Dude
Right,
Mantha.
where's Cal's mini gone? I can see my horse, but where have I gone?
Right there.
Right there.
Oh, you might be under it or something on your
Not
layer.
there for me.
Yeah, we can see it.
You might need to refresh your page if you can't see your token.
I'm just going to refresh it. Yeah, I'm just going to
I
refresh
can
it.
move you. I just did. Look at that.
Well, regardless, it's just refreshing now. What I'm going to be doing is looking at the vampire going, oh, fuck, this is really happening, isn't it? And I'm going to charge with the full might of my horse behind me. Thanks, I know how to use Rogue 20. I say that, I don't really. I'm going to charge with the full might of my horse. I've got the full 120. I'm going to come up here. I guess here. So I'm not out of the range of that one. And I'm going to, in a 15-foot cube in front of me,
Oh boy.
cast. So that is that big. It gets him in there. Well, I'll do. There's no point doing that. Do you know what? I'm just going to take the attack of opportunity, and I am going to take the attack of opportunity from that skeleton.
Miss.
Actually, no, I'm just going to ride wide of him. Because I'm taking the dash action. I've got 120 feet. I'm going to ride up to here. I'm in fact going to ride up to here, and I'm going to cast Thunder Wave at, let's say, just at first level. And it is going to be in a 15-foot cube, which is going to take place. It's just going to get him and that skeleton and the Allosaurus in. So they need to make a. Oh no, my sheet's gone because I quit. So they need to make Constitution saves, I believe, with a DC of 15. Constitution save.
So
that's
like
10 damage.
Diagla makes it, but the others don't.
Oh, cool. So the other two are thrown 10 feet away from me. They are flung 10 feet away from me, and they take the full damage, and then he takes half damage and isn't flung, but he's on the back of the Allosaurus. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
So yeah, he kind of like rears back as his dinosaur is shoved back by the spell. I just need to move it so I can subtract the HP here. But yeah, so he's shoved backwards, and but he's a talented equestrian. He manages to stay on.
We know he's a bro.
And then I guess while I'm up in his face, I'm going to bonus action, sorcery points, firebolt into his face. Oh, my sheet's gone again. Bonus action, firebolt into his face, and that's my last 2 sorcery points for now, unless I use a thing to get some more. That is a 25 for 4 points of damage.
Okay, so you blast him with a fireball, and he hisses like a snake.
Nice.
So now it is Ren's. Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that is going to be me done.
Okay.
That is going to be me.
Now it is Ren's turn.
Okay. We still have our items from before, right? We just.
Yeah.
So I'm going to flavor wise, it's gonna be different, but I'm gonna drink this potion of greater healing that I've had since the start.
Nice.
And I'm gonna like look at it and I'm gonna be like, I hate when he's right. I hate when he gives me things that says that I'm gonna need them and then he's right. And then I'm gonna drink it. And then
Careful.
I don't know. How much is that? It's 44.
4 plus 4.
Sashar, 44 plus 4. 13 points of health.
All right.
Decent.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool.
And then, so that's my I guess that's my action. And then I'm going to see all these guys be getting attacked by an Allosaurus. And I'm going to turn into... Let me check one more thing real quick. This is not a smart idea, but I never said I had smart ideas. I'm going to turn into a bear. And run over to him.
What kind
Just a brown bear.
Cool.
What percentage of you is druid and what percentage is rogue? Because honestly, like, cannot tell.
That's the point. You can see his character sheet. Let's see. I'm gonna turn into the drag brown bear, and then I'm going to run over. Pow 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 pow. Rar. I can't take an actual action. So
There.
I'm there, but
It's moral support at least.
Oh, okay. All right. You already got the token. Great.
Probably scaring the piss out of the peasants, though.
Yeah. Peasants. Oh my god.
I don't know if this can get any worse. Bear shows up.
When it rains, it storms. When it dinosaurs, it bears. It's just one of the facts of life, really.
When it's dinosaurs, it bears. Let me just write that down as well as a great quote of this one.
That's a bit of wisdom for you there.
Yeah. Bit of peasant wisdom. Okay, so let's see. Trying to figure out. Okay, 11 AC. Okay, so great. So did you? Oh yeah. Okay, so you wild shape.
Yeah.
All right. Now it is Marlowe's turn.
Okay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mommy. Wow, I'm a big kid now. Is my speed affected at all?
No.
Not affected by that.
Not.
just large.
I'm big.
What
Shouldn't
the
I have?
You take
bigger steps?
smaller strides.
Yeah, but you're not used to
I'm
like
not-
you're not used to walking that tall. It's like learning heels for the first time. You're taller,
I'm not.
but like much slower.
I'm not mad. I'm just like, darn it. Okay.
When you said heels, I thought you meant like
Can
healing
I do
stones.
the
Run the whole
same?
time?
What's that?
You do the
Can I
Flintstones
do the
bowling run the
same
whole
like?
time?
I was
Can I do
talking.
the
to-
same stompy stompy on the 4 things around me?
Okay, cool. All right.
Hey. Okay. 1, 2,
Right.
3, 4.
All right, so you're able to stomp 3 more bone raptors.
Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling the skeleton. Okay. Shoot.
Yeah, skeleton
Banking
still
on
up.
that one. Shoot. I wanted to do something cool, but I can't. Because Marlowe wouldn't leave these peasants to fend for themselves, and that's exactly what. She's gonna look around and go, "Where'd Cal go?" And then see him off in the distance, like.
Playing a fucking T-Rex
And a vampire.
and a vampire.
So I guess she's
The
gonna stand
opposite
there
of the
and-
plan, though. Why do you think we have this huge pit?
Yeah, that's the next part of the plan.
Well,
If I die, we use the pit.
Marlowe's just gonna stay there and make sure that the skeleton attacks her and not the peasants, and then she'll go and call out the vampire for his problematic behavior later.
You could move this way and get over the hay bales otherwise, probably, and then try and help out these guys next turn if they need it. They might not, though, to be fair.
I didn't even see the. I've kind of been missing that by accident. So
Yeah, like
oh,
laser
one of those
focused
guys
in.
is dead.
Yeah.
One of those guys is
Yeah.
dead. Yeah, no, that's where she's going. Let me see. Oh, I'm trying to.
Don't walk through the
Yes, she
fire.
will get. She will get opportunity attack. That's fine. She could
Just a little
really
skill.
only get there.
Oh, oh, it didn't hit.
That's
Even with the 21.
rough.
Nice. Look at that.
Wait, he doesn't hit.
He doesn't hit, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay, yeah, no, she's heading over to these guys to try and help.
Can you
Okay,
dash
that's my turn.
otherwise?
No, I took an attack. I can't because.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
Unless you're a rogue, which I am not. I might take
Multi-class, you know?
That's the rogue. Okay.
Hey, Ren, you want to teach me something?
Nah, I don't think that fits her character.
Okay, so that's it. All right, so Count Diagolo.
That's it. I killed three
Is
of
that
them
it?
by stepping on their faces.
Let's see if it was the end of
That
your
is it.
yeah, okay. So Count Diagolov looks down contemptuously on Cal,
God dang.
and he says, "Remove yourself from my sight." And he makes this kind of like away with you kind of gesture. Make a strength save.
Strength save. All right. No.
All right, it's not
shit.
enough. You feel a telekinetic force lift you off the back of your horse and hurl you into the flames.
Jesus.
Fuck! Nice! I'm in a prison of my own creation.
So you take 9 fire damage. You take 9 fire damage. You're prone and on fire.
Well,
Does the entangle affect him, or is that gone?
It's
Oh, no.
so yeah, it would be difficult to read.
Why would you say that?
Wait. Oh, wait. I think. Wait. I think that's a concentration spell, right? And I've taken damage, so.
Yeah, I mean, you can also drop concentration on it if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably not concentrating on it since I ran away. So.
Yep. Okay. We'll just forget about that then. So yeah, you are now on fire. Who did we just lose there? Oh, that was Zed. Right. Yeah, so Zed is on fire.
Right, so sorry, I missed literally everything that happened there. My internet crapped out. I'm on fire. I took 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
I'm prone, I guess, as well.
Yeah, and you're prone. Yeah, he threw you on the ground. So then the skeletal Tyrannosaurus reaches down and bites your dragon, bites your horse right in the head.
I
Just
wish Rarog was
kills
alive.
it.
No! No! Not me, second horse deny! No, turn! I dyed his
39.
fucking hair!
Died in episode 1. Your loyal steed.
Oh,
wow.
shite!
Oh my
Crunch.
god.
Shite.
Technically, this is the first horse. Bright side.
When we
That is
learn
the
that
first-
your actions have consequences.
Avenge me!
You remember the low risk talk that Marlo kept wanting to have? It changes between people of who needs to have it.
But the thing is, you don't know that you need to have it yet.
That's true.
So
F's in the chat for Cal's horse.
F's in the chat, people. F's in the chat.
Ripperonis.
yeah, the rest of you guys just see this carnage. So yeah, the peasants, the peasants nearest the Allosauruses, they raise their clubs and they're like, oh! They just like charge in and they start trying to beat on the Allosauruses. Let's see. So yeah, one of them. Luckily the cudgels that they're using are especially efficacious against the bony frames of the Allosauruses. So they're able to do a pretty good amount of damage. And the ones to the north are definitely seem a little less panicked when they realize that the bear is on their side. So
Teamwork
Hey.
bear.
A good bear for your good berries.
oh no. So the Allosaurus is badly hurt, and the peasants are like, "That Allosaurus is about to eat Carl. They then fire their sling bullets at the Allosaurus that's attacking Carl. 3, 4. Oh my god.
Dennis, come through.
Dennis, my man.
Dennis, oh, man.
Yeah, Dennis gets another one. So yeah, the skeletal Allosaurus just boom, 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 and then it's just brought down. It's destroyed. So then they also attack the ones on the flanks. Jesus. Peasants are
It's been
inspired.
so good. I'm so
Yeah.
proud of
This
this.
is so good.
So yeah. So the peasants they bombard the Allosaurus, the skeletal Allosauruses, and now they're not the skeleton dinosaurs are not looking so hot.
Oh, did this bone raptor get crushed by his Allosaurus?
Yes,
friend
he
that ran
did.
over
He
him
got
earlier,
crushed.
by the way.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no, that one got crushed. All right, so
Prostrate, prostrate.
now it is Carl's turn.
Okay, I need to
So it's
clear
like
out the way ahead of me
as
slightly.
the Allosaurus next to Carl goes down, the peasants in back yell, "We love you, Carl!"
I give him a big thumbs up while stabbing a zombie through the face.
That folk hero trait is coming through.
Hopefully, at least. It's good. It's good shit. Okay, pitchfork for the zombie.
All right, so yeah, crunch. You destroy the
Nice.
skeleton with your mighty weapon.
And then one of the raptors I'll attack as well. And miss. But then I'll follow up. It was all a feint. It was all the master plan, and hit him with the back end of the pitchfork again.
It was me, Dio.
Okay, the master plan was not very well planned.
Oh well.
Master plan was not planned very masterfully.
It
But
looked
the-
very
ugly.
smooth, though. It failed miserably, but it looked very smooth. So, points
Master
for
failed
me.
successfully.
So the skeletal thralls advance, backing up their larger
Ooh.
Saurian comrades.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah. So they're going to press in, and yeah, more of them attack Carl. Yeah, let's see here. I don't know if any of them. I don't think any of them can actually reach you guys. Yeah, the ones they're just gonna walk around. They're not going to try and stab Cal while he's on fire.
That's great.
He's probably already taken care of.
the skeletons just look like. Okay. Just-
Okay. So let's see. Move these up. Yeah, so it looks like Carl is attacked 3 times. Ooh. One of them
Okay,
gets him for 7 damage. Not too bad.
Okay.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
So yeah. So you guys are so you know while this huge fight is going on, you kind of are like in the middle of fighting, and then suddenly the heavens thunder with the deafening sound of a huge bone rattling roar.
Can you not?
There's more.
Oh,
There's more. I mean, there's
undead-
more.
The undead stop in their tracks and look up. Count Diaghilev's eyes widen, and he slowly looks up too.
Huh?
In the sky there flies an immense form,
Okay.
the red dragon Exar.
Fuck.
It's the largest creature you've ever seen in your life. As bulky as a castle, with wings twice as wide as one. It's so big that it blots out the sun with its immensity. Count Diaghilev's T-Rex rears back, and he turns tail.
What?
Confused and without command from their master, the skeletal army stares dumbly upward. And then, like a bird of prey, XR dips a wing and then dive bombs towards the field with frightening speed.
Oh fuck!
Fuck, you're dead.
So there
Right?
is now a dragon hurtling towards the battlefield.
Is this a what do we do kind of moment?
That's not stellar. Yeah, that's Whew.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for shit in my pants. There's a lot.
All right. So yeah, you. Let me see here.
There's a reason I wear brown trousers.
Yeah. So, what are you guys? Oh yeah. Let me see here. So, we're back to the top of the round. The Bone Raptors just stand there. They're since Diaghilev Diaghilev like turns tail and just he just fucking runs. He's out of there. And the skeletal his skeletal army is just like dazed. They don't know what to do. So you guys have but the dragon is coming. So what does Imran do?
Okay, so Imran is going to look up, like still like his arm still smoldering from the scorching ray, kind of like do like a shit, fuck. And just say, we need to go, we need to run, we need to now, and pretty much just kind of like say to anybody who can hear him, basically, like call out and say, fall back.
You don't need to tell him twice.
And he's gonna he can make another turret, so that turret is just gonna stay there and launch a gout of flame at like on top of that area, and then just hit these two. Fuck it, why not? So Dex save 8 points of fire damage. If they fail, if they succeed, it's 4.
Okay. Let's see. So that's so you're hitting. Wait, was that the flamethrower? Sorry.
Yeah, it's these two guys right here.
Those two guys.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like one of them saves. What was the
Okay.
damage again? Sorry.
It was 8 points in total, 7 on a 1 of
Okay.
fire damage.
Gotcha. All right, so yeah, one of them is pretty hurt.
So yeah, and Imran is just gonna dash this way, calling out "fall back" the whole time.
Cool. All right. It's now the Allosaurus's turn. They also are just kind of like they're sort of in an inert state as they've lost the guidance of their master. So now it's Cal's turn. Cal, you are on fire and prone.
Yeah. It's not a great day for me. Probably haven't even noticed the dragon, and then I turn around and look up, and I'm like,
shit just got really bad for him.
Time to go. My horse is dead, and I start limping out. I've only got 15 feet, so I've got to just get out of the fire. And even though that means going in the opposite direction, and then I'm going to put myself out with my action.
Okay.
And
I
that is
just
it.
fleeing in the other direction.
Yeah, but I can't get out of the fire because I have to use half my movement to stand up. So I'm going to have to go around, but it's going to be a difficult one. I've got a plan. It's fine.
Right.
Arthur, I have a plan.
Yes.
Okay, so now it is Ren's turn. Ren, what are you going to do?
So free action, drop my bear form, and then I'm going to run in between the legs of the middle two guys, and then I'm going to transform into a warhorse as my bonus action. It's like just instantly hop. And then before I do that, I'm gonna tell the third guy, "Come on, hop on!" And then I'm gonna hold my action to dash out when he hops on.
All right. Yeah. This is awesome. Great. Marlo, what are you gonna do?
So Marlo is fighting past her fear right now. She's going to have her now giant shield above her head. Going to run into this fray, tell these guys back to the castle now, and is going to just like she's like freaking out a little bit. But she sees that the skeletons aren't a threat anymore, so she's just making sure like she's their cover, so she's going to follow, like run over them as like her shield is an umbrella. Basically.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Right. Okay. So now it is the peasants' turn. The peasants fall back. Wait a minute. Yeah, we'll say they just double move there.
Including the dead body.
Yeah, the dead body.
Right about this guy.
Bring the dead body. Yeah. Yeah, no, sadly they're gonna have to leave the body there. But anyway, let's see. So that's some of those peasants. The peasants who are on the wall are feeling pretty fortunate right now. So yeah, those peasants are going to flee as well, and I'll just put them on the edge of the map here. Yeah, they fall back. You guys have definitely kept the peasant casualties low, which is very commendable, hero-like. So yeah, and then some of the peasants jump on Bear Ren's back.
Warhorse Ren right now.
Oh, Warhorse Ren. Okay. All right. Yeah, you book it out of there. So yeah, all right. Now Carl.
Let's do these two. There are two here by the zombie as well, by the way.
Oh, thank you. There you go.
Can I shout at them to take Buttercup?
Buttercup?
Buttercup's the name of the horse.
Nice horse.
Oh.
I named it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your horse is getting out of there as well.
The horse that not today.
But they can get on the back of it and go quicker. I was hoping.
They're not equestrians. They're simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all Carl can do is well, I see Cal over here, and I kind of want to go save him, to be honest, but I don't know. I can't get through that many zombies.
It's fine.
All
Don't
right.
worry. You sort yourself
So I'm
out.
gonna dash to here, I suppose. Not much else I could do. Actually, I could dash and then use the last bit of movement to tuck behind here instead, I think. Just in case there's fire and brimstone coming hailing down towards us. A hay bale will keep me safe, right? That's what hay does.
It'll bail you out. No? Okay.
I got it. I'm just...
Too serious of a situation, I think.
Okay, so you guys are you do your best to get out of the way, but then it's the dragon's turn.
Fuck.
And so
Liked this character too.
the dragon's eyes glow bright red as he incants the words to a dark spell. You feel the ground rumble and the sky turns red.
I'm sorry,
You
what?
see 4 points of light appear in the sky.
Oh, don't do that.
And then 4 giant meteors fall down out of the sky and just shellac the battlefield. So let me see here.
We're just
We're
dying,
getting
right?
meteor
We're
swarmed
just
at level
absolutely dying.
5? Oh my god!
Level 9 to go.
Oops, spoiler.
The
Can I
ancient
do
red
something
dragon here.
retroactively?
What was that?
Can I retroactively remember that I have a bonus action that I could have used to heal myself for a second
Sure.
wind?
Sure.
Can I Yay! Because I think I'm gonna need it.
Spoiler.
That's coming down on us.
Save you from a red dragon.
Yeah,
Taking a
Don't
time one.
totally.
I don't think. No, I have to make sure you guys can see the red circles there. Yeah, so that's going to be the impact space of the of the 4 meteors that fall from the sky.
Cal.
Cal is unfortunately caught
Right.
in one.
Oh no.
Right.
Let's see here.
Oh boy.
I liked Cal too.
Al
Yeah.
is
The audience may
going
not have gotten
Right.
attached, but I'm attached.
to die.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's just a straight death. I'm just dead. No save.
It rolled a lot of ones
No.
though.
So
No save. I'm just-
there's I'll say you just barely survived, but but there's
between.
4
Sure,
meteors
Carl's the
hit
one who
the
should be worshipped
battlefield
instead of Cal.
and absolutely devastate the undead army. They're annihilated. There is no trace left of them, and there's only smoldering craters left. Luckily, Cal is he's
Wotan was
alive.
looking-
But he's definitely on death's door.
Wotan was looking out.
Yeah,
Wotan
Wotan
was like, wait a minute, it's episode 1. It's not time for you to
There goes Imran's thing.
So
Are we
yeah,
still
so
in-
Cal was
Marlo
thrown back out of the explosion.
It's
Barely.
like,
Wow.
It's Sonic the Hedgehog. How are you not dead? I have no idea.
So then the dragon just flies out of the sky, and then he lands, and he's immense. It's like a castle has just landed on the field. The ground rumbles so much that it nearly knocks you off your feet. The great dragon glares down at you with kind of this contemptuous look, and he says, "I applaud your pathetic efforts to survive. They're most amusing to me. The dragon Rarog is a fool, and he doesn't deserve the pleasure of crushing you. Do you truly think you stand a chance against the dragon's tiny ones?"
No, honestly, after that, not at all. I will pledge my fealty to you right now if you promise to never do that to me. He's not listening to me. He probably can't even hear
You're
me.
unconscious.
He drank all of this.
I'm bleeding out. I'm having like a hemorrhage.
I run over to Cal, by the way, while this is happening, and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. You
Go
treat
on.
Cal.
I think
My-
Carl is so. I think Carl is genuinely from behind his hay bale, going to at least look in the direction of him and say, "We will someday, you bastards," because he is. This is. You took my family from me. You get. I'm gonna get you someday. Hearing his voice.
We'll see. And he just beats his wings, and he just like flies up in the air, and he flies away, and he's just roaring.
Can I?
It's just like thunderous sound.
Can I see Imran like running in the direction of Cal and then like horse pick him up and then like put him on my back and then just like da-da-da-da-da, we're gonna go.
So
I'm unwilling because I'm gonna go save him.
Yeah, no,
So-
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm dashing forward.
so in the aftermath of the battle and the explosion, the harvested wheat fields are just like, it's like the landscape of Mars. It's just been so bombed out and destroyed, and 2 peasants have died, but you kind of see like people start sort of like poking their heads out, and they're like surveying the damage, and you can see like all of these relieved like siblings and parents like embracing their not dead family members, and one of the peasants comes up to Carl and says, "It was horrible, but at least we're all still here."
Not all of us, sadly. And with that, I'm gonna go and pick up what's this one's name? Jack's body.
billion.
We couldn't save everyone.
Jack's okay.
Guess I'll die. Thanks.
It was
No, I wrote
The
down a bunch
explosion
of
was-
names. I've got Bob, Duncan, Jack, Jake, Ben, Dennis, our boy. Load of peasant names
Gender
written
equality
down.
in these
That was just the
peasants.
middle
Not
one.
gender equality.
Yeah. I mean, I'm taking.
Marlowe's
Oh, what? Oh yeah. I mean, I'm taking Imran towards Cal. That's what I mean. When I say I'm like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, dashing.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
I run and then I just hop off, and through my metal arm that you didn't see before, I just cast Cure Wounds through you, through my metal arm into you. You heal 11 hit points, by the way.
I just vomit blood like everywhere. I am like so badly damaged, but thank you. 11, you said.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't. Even
You're
take
right there,
those
big
on
guy.
top.
I
Honestly,
you took a meteor to the face. How are you feeling?
oh, not great. Not great. Strong. Not even a 6 out of 10. I think we need, and I'm like adjusting my jaw as I'm like laying there. This can't happen again. I look over at the corpses of the 2 dead people and of Tarnak, my horse. This can't be allowed to happen again. Not here, not anywhere.
I agree.
There has to be, I know, something that can do something about this.
Well, let's get everybody who survived together, and then we can talk more about
Yes.
this.
I
So
saw
then-
that guy from the battlements taking pot shots, and fucking hell, we should get him involved.
So the peasants they gather around, and you can see just like many of them are relieved, from kind of the immediate danger, but it's just kind of it's sort of re-traumatized them having this apocalyptic event happen, having seen the dragon again, and people are just like, we're fed up, we're tired of living under the yoke of the dragons, but what can anyone do about it? The guard of sanctuary, every place, the dragons have destroyed it all. You can see that people are in despair.
Well,
do
Hey, look.
something.
When that bastard landed, I swore to him that we'd get revenge for my family someday, and I'll get revenge for yours too. We lost 2 good folk today, and we can't keep letting that happen. We're gonna
Yeah.
find a way to stop him.
By the
there's
way,
times like
I
these.
retrieved. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go on, go on.
By the way, I retrieved my portable box and I slid it towards Cal. Not Cal, towards Carl to stand on top of the box.
2 feet taller.
We
Cat.
saw today that we can't do it alone, but we can if we all stand and band together. But
Uh,
we're gonna
There's times
need some
like
help.
this when anyone has to stand forward, and sometimes it's the bravest thing that you can do, stand in the face of insurmountable danger, to say that we won't take it anymore. I think that's something that we've all done today. We knew that there was threats coming, and we've all done it. And I hate to say it because I don't know any of you, and you could be the worst, but I feel like we're that last line.
Seems like we're all we have.
Seems that way.
Well, what do we do?
A lot of monsters out there. A lot of dragons too. Now, first of all, and I like prop myself up, I'm gonna need to take a little bit of a nap, maybe a couple of days, just to get rid of this internal bleeding. But after that, I think we need to go out there, take the fight to them. You know,
I'm not exactly super thrilled about that one. And he pulls the goggles off and up to his forehead, and you see metal plating and a glowing blue metallic eye. Sorry, that gets painfully sweaty.
People around just kind of like gasp at the bionic gnome.
Yes, I'm hideous. I know.
I'm gonna dehorse.
You're not pretty, gnome, but you've got a pretty heart.
Roll for
Another
poker.
one, another peasant like looks at him and is like, "Oh, it's a little weird."
I thought, but I still appreciate.
You know what I
it.
meant.
Marlo gets down on a knee, looks at him like just for a second, just like really intently. He goes, "I think you're pretty." Gets up. Turning to
He tries
Cal
and
going,
fails. He tries and fails to hide a bit of a grin.
Oh.
I mean,
turns to Cal and goes, I stand to see more people die because of those motherfuckers.
Not just those
Starting-
motherfuckers. Any
Starting
motherfuckers.
something, if you're starting something, whatever it is, I'm in.
I'm not the type to start something. I mean, there's no.
Then I will.
Let's
Need
do
to
it
something.
together.
We're not strong enough to fight those dragons now, but if we fight smaller things, we'll get stronger, and we
That
will
was-
be, and then we can.
you guys.
That was some impressive stuff out there. Did you do that? Turn yourself into a giant thing. That was crazy.
Wasn't
And you with your flamethrower. What the hell was that? And you with your pitchfork jabbing away at the skeletons. And don't fucking get me
Someone
started about
noticed.
horseman over here. Gee, Wotan. Honestly, that was some powers.
As much as I appreciate the compliments, you guys can't be serious. That's a whole dragon. It dropped meteors on us. The other one sent an undead army to attack us. Do you really think we're going to be able to get strong enough in time?
I look at the
Hey, Ren.
elements.
Hmm?
Oh,
What choice do we have?
sorry.
What choice do we have? Nothing else.
If we don't do something now, or as soon as we can, if we don't try and push back against them, what life is it if we're not even able to go out here and farm? All we're trying to do is grow enough food to keep ourselves alive, and even that puts everyone in danger. We can't live like that. And I don't just mean comfortably. We physically can't live like that. And look, I might just be a simple farmer. I might only have a fucking pitchfork to take him down with, but I'm gonna try. If you're like, if everyone else here is willing, I'd fight by the side of yous any day.
Well,
I'm in.
So how about we make that day happen? Let's go out and
Amen.
fucking kill some of these bastards, eh?
I very tentatively put my hand into the middle. It's very sore and like charred and full of like rock shrapnel. But I put it into the middle. I'm in.
Put mine on top.
You are.
Carl, with his very much dirt-covered hand, puts his in as well. You're kind of a bit worried about infection at that point, but yeah.
Let me.
Mine on the bottom so that I can do lay on hands on his injured hand and like give him all my 25.
Just gonna.
Jesus. Oh my gosh. That's helpful. Oh my gosh.
All
I'm
I can do out
gonna
there.
take out. Like, I'm gonna druid craft some aloe and just like.
Going to just rub some stuff onto his hand.
Just-
That is sore. Look, you can rub all the aloe you like in the world, but are you in?
For now, I have to get some. I have to ask some people about some things, but somebody's got to help you.
What
at least.
people? 99% of the world are dead.
Holy shit. No chill, Cal. No chill.
I still
I'm
have people.
sorry, it's been a rough day.
I still have.
It's been a rough day for all of us. It's a big decision. If he needs to take time, he needs to take time.
None of you got a fucking meteor and watched your horse die in front. I'm sorry. No,
I
it
s-
has been a rough day for all of us.
Look, I said I'd help. I just.
Thank
I'm not gonna say that I'm officially part of the team until I confirm with these people that it's something I can do.
I'm sorry I shouted at you. I'm sorry, and I do appreciate you, all of you.
Well,
What a
Splendid,
team, eh?
man. What about you? I'm gonna kick the box that you pushed next to me back from under my feet, back towards you. If you want to step up on it.
I have my own commitments, but it seems like if I do this alone, I'll die trying. So I'm in. I stand on the box and I put my metal arm in the middle.
Wonderful. Cool. So this is this old
So
elder. Oh, sorry. I'll go ahead. Were you gonna say something, Carl?
I was gonna say, so we're all in it. Let's go slay some monsters. Monster Slayer team? Does that have a good ring to it?
I like
That's fine, right? That'll pass.
We'll work on the branding later.
I think we all need a nap first, and then we'll figure out a name.
Yeah.
Just before names.
The
Good.
Monster
Oh,
Slayer.
by the way, since we haven't been properly introduced, I'm Ren.
My name is Imran. I'm pretty sure Cal and Ren have encountered me before.
Yes, my name's Cahal Burrabutton, and my parents are the Burrabuttons, they're family.
Oh, I
Cal.
remember you. We don't need to talk about
We don't.
that.
Glaze over it and not speak of it again.
And you're Carl, right? We've all heard of Carl. Carl is the hero of the town.
Folk hero. of
No, I don't
Sanctuary.
know about that. I mean, like some of the people around here quite like me, but like don't know about that. I've known about like your parents because they're farmers. I didn't really know what happened to their
I
son,
know.
but I guess that's you. So it's nice to meet you. But like, I wouldn't call me anything special. Like it's just some people have they quite like me, but it's nothing.
Oh, I guess
Well.
I'm the outsider then. Yeah. Par for the course.
And you're
Hey,
Marlowe.
just
Yes? Marlowe. Good to meet y'all. Well,
So
let's go slay some monsters, I suppose.
so
Your nap.
there's this old elder peasant with a long beard, and he kind of steps forward and he says, "There is precedent for this. In the days of antiquity, the heroes of Sanctuary roamed far and wide, slaying the monsters in the land. You are like those heroes, but in a present day." And then a bunch of others, peasants, are just kind of like, "Oh yeah." Like they're referring to a very well-known legend that a couple thousand years ago, the city of Sanctuary was first established by a group of adventurers, by a huge guild of adventurers, not unlike yourselves. So the peasants, they're shaken, but they put on but they don't skip the harvest feast that happens that night, and you all are the guests of honor there. You are celebrated as the Monster Slayers Guild. And with that, we will wrap it up. Thank you for joining me, guys.
That was so good.
I had a lot of fun.
So good.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah.
So
I'm not,
It's
if
really
you're
fun.
going to be looking forward to it.
He's like,
You brought a
my
dragon
God.
on us. I don't trust you.
yeah,
a dragon with meteor swarm
yeah.
and a vampire.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah,
should be
CR
dead.
is just a
I mean,
suggestion.
For future reference, are you going to pull the punches on killing us in the future? Because I'd
Yeah,
like to
I
not die. And
Okay.
yeah.
No, I'm kind
How
of
many
sad I
miracles
didn't
have we
die.
got
I was-
left?
Yeah, right.
I'm not super strict about that. So you'll probably
We could have done it in revenge for you.
you'll be able to, yeah. I mean, we'll talk more about it later, but yeah, it's not. This is not Dark Souls.
Like,
Okay.
But at any rate, yeah. So basically, what is going to happen from here out is it's going to be kind of an episodic show where every week you guys decide, to go out and slay a monster, and then the show will just be kind of like the story of, you guys sallying forth and defeating them. So we're going to try and do this on a weekly basis, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We might be doing some bonus streams as well at some point. That still remains to be decided. But for now, any sort of updates that we're going to give, we'll give them on the Discord. So have a look at the description of the show, and there is a link to our Discord server there. Feel free to join up. We also have a Patreon if you would like to support us, and the link for that Patreon is in the description. We have a few different tiers for donors, and the first tier, $5 a month, gives you access to a secret Discord channel with me, where you can kind of like give me ideas that I can use against the party without them knowing about it, and just ask me questions, or talk to me, whatever you want to do. So join the Discord, check out the Patreon, and we'll see you again next week at some point. I will.
and like, tell your friends, like, spread it
Yes.
around. The more people we have, the more fun that we have, really. And it's great to share it with you guys. And genuinely, thank you so much, all being here, everyone that's watching in any way, I guess.
If you drop a Tarrasque on us, we're gonna be real mad, though.
It's just from an ancient red dragon. I mean, like, everything's a go.
Let's
Yeah,
say
exactly.
nothing's off limits.
Yeah.
By the standards of an ancient red dragon, he was quite a pacifist, though, so we've got
Right.
that going for us.
He just came here to talk.
Killed her.
He just came here to
I
gloat.
mean, he did meet you.
Yeah.
Should we promote our personal stuff as well?
Yes. I'll just get mine out of the way. I'm a professional dungeon master, and I run this. Yeah. So check out the panels, where you will see all of our links. But I'm a professional dungeon master, and I run a game that is very that's basically in this same world. So if you're interested in actually playing in this game, then check out my Roll20 page. And I guess I'll pass it on Ren.
Hey guys, I am It's Omega. I am a streamer here on twitch.tv as well as a voice actor. You can find me at twitch.tv/YoIt'sOmega, on Twitter at YoIt'sOmega, and on YouTube as well, where I make YouTube videos sometimes. And that's about it. Milo.
I have an Instagram, Eddie Lynn, and I voice act, I do theater stuff, so come check me out. I need to get better at social media.
Working on it right now. Imran.
I'm Jack Thomas Westlake. I'm a freelance voice actor, and I'm. You can find me on Facebook at Jack Westlake VO. My Instagram is just Jacker Westlake, JACKER WESTLAKE. And then I also have a website, jackwestlakevoices.com. And a lot of my work is through is like business narratives and stuff. I'm actually a character in a video game named Delano for a mobile game called The Defender's Oath. I'm only in the trailer, but it's a thing I am. So yeah.
Yo, hello, I'm Zed, and I am also a voice actor. And I've got my Twitter is ZJackson VA. I don't, follow it if you want to find out more about me and my voice. I am do a lot of audiobooks. I am currently working on the sequel for one that I did this time last year, which is called Hippocrates and the Hobgoblin, the Child of Murindor, was the first one, and this is called the Cities Infernum. It's a fantasy book. It's kind of Lord of the Ringsy, almost like a very adult version of Narnia. It's incredible, written by this guy, C.S. Colvin. Really good. I encourage you to check the first one out on Audible. And the second one will be coming out before Christmas. Also got a couple of other video game stuff that I don't know what to talk about yet, so I'll pass on to Lara. But yeah, hit me up, check me out. Voice.
And yeah, I'm Lara. I'm an alcoholic. Also
Hello,
trying to be a voice actor. I'm kind of akin to Eddie of just being a little bit amateur at the moment, but getting into it. And yeah, at the moment you can follow me on Twitter, and now I have set up an Instagram as of today because we spoke about it amongst the group of us that we should have that of most social media stuff. Both of them are El Chupalara, which is, because I am a blood-sucking, goat-killing demon, as everyone knows. Outside of that, I've got some other projects in the work, but nothing that I can really promote at the moment. So yeah, for now, just go follow me on both of those.
And thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Yeah. Thank you.
so much.
Yeah, thank you all for watching.
Yes.
This podcast is brought to you
Right.
PBS station and viewers like you.
One day,
Thank
one
you.
day.
Yeah. We're going to immediately start seeking sponsorships. So great.
All right.
Is that wrap it up?
Yeah. All right, guys.
Wrap it up.
Say
Stream
bye,
over.
everybody.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Okay, bye.